me.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Proving to Meghan Markle How We Show Up and Do Good charity stream extravaganza with royal giveaways. Oh my goodness, I've got some royal goodies to give away in aid of charity, and my first special guest that has jumped into the stream is, there we go. Now we can see you, Andrea. Hey up, Andrea. How you doing, hon?
Hello. I have some tea.
Oh, well, before we get into the tea, guys, first and foremost, if you don't know who Andrea is, oh my goodness, she is one of the prolific royal Twitters on Twitter. Yeah, screw you, Elon Musk. I ain't calling it X. She is under Princess Andrea Juncker, Andrea_Juncker. Am I pronouncing that right, Andrea, by the way?
Well, it's Yonker, but it's okay.
I tried my best. Yonker, there you go.
I know. But yeah, exactly. You know what? You're from Yorkshire. I'm from Lancashire. But that's okay. Yeah,
That's
you're
all right.
doing a great job.
The War of the Roses is over, guys. It's over. Heather Forter, thank you so much for the $4.99 saying just to get things rolling. I need to be very clear here before we start. I do not want any sugar bucks. Any sugar bucks that you want to send has to be sent, guys, to this right here, okay?
Yes.
The link to which is pinned right at the top of the live chat.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's pinned right at the top of the live chat. It will take you to this page, this fundraiser. So what is this charity stream all in aid of, guys? It's in aid of the Survivors Trust. Because let's be honest here, okay? First and foremost, I'm doing the Manchester Half Marathon next week. This time next Sunday, I'll have done it, all right? I thought, you know what? I might as well do it for charity. I might as well do it for a really, really good cause. And the Survivors Trust I chose for a multitude of reasons. First and foremost, just to explain, they're a UK-based organisation and they provide support and resources for survivors of sexual violence to help them heal and rebuild their lives. First and foremost, it says it's a cause close to my heart. It is. Why? I'm going to be honest here, as I have been over the years. I am a victim of sexual violence, sexual abuse. I wish that wasn't the case, but it is. If I knew that the Survivors Trust existed when I needed it the most, oh my goodness, it would have been an absolute game changer for me. And so, yeah, this is why this is a cause close to my heart. The second reason why I'm fundraising for the Survivors Trust is because, let's be real here, okay? No tea, no shade. Whenever anyone fundraises for a marathon or whatever, right? You see the usual suspects: cancer, ALS, Alzheimer's, so on and so forth. And they're all good causes, worthy causes. Absolutely. No tea, no shade to them whatsoever. But to my experience, I rarely find people that, when they do marathons, this, that, and the other, they fundraise for a cause like this. And I understand why it can be difficult, a topic to broach and to promote, to fundraise. Well, I want to do my bit to try and pull some of those barriers down in my small little way that I can and raise money for a good cause that really, really needs it the most. Now, thanks to the pre-party leader only stream that we've just finished, we have got over a massive $1,031. So thank you to everyone so far.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely amazing, guys. So thank you to everyone so far that supported this fundraiser, whether you have donated or you've shared this link far and wide. You guys have done your bit to help the survivor community thrive, grow, be happy, be successful, and survive one of the worst experiences a human being could ever have to go through.
Oh,
Could ever have to go through, guys. So
well,
thank you so much to everyone that supported so far. So again, I don't want to
that,
really see any super chats or anything like that in the live chat. Any dollars that you can spare, I want it to go here. I want it to go
that,
here. And
may I,
yeah,
may
please,
I
Andrea, please
interject?
go. Yeah.
Okay, so my cousin, she was a victim, and she, uh, actually, she, she unalived herself because of it. This is really important that people donate to help. It's very important because they need resources. They need help. So you're doing such a great thing, and I'm so proud of you for doing that. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I can understand that wasn't easy. But this is the thing, right? With organisations like the Survivors Trust, it can help fellow survivors survive what they've
That's
gone
correct.
through and
Yes,
thrive.
that's
I'm a,
correct.
I'm an example of that. You know, I went through something so horrific, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And it could have destroyed me, but it didn't. I chose not to let it destroy me. And now I am surviving. I'm living successfully,
So
healthily,
I'm
and
proud of
and
you.
and being happy. And you guys, anyone that has gone through this, you can get to that point. It is not impossible. You will never ever be able to overcome it. That's a
No,
fallacy. I'm gonna be absolutely real and honest with you right now. You will never ever be able to overcome it. What you
that's
will
correct.
be able to do is live with it and
Correct.
be successful and be happy in spite of
Correct.
it and
Yes,
not let it beat you.
that's
Now,
correct. Yeah, that's
unfortunately, in our survivor community, there are some that fall. And to
yes.
those, I hold you guys in my heart. And I'm sorry that society, the system, essentially failed you. But
Yes.
there is support out there, there is help out there, and this is just one of them. And the Survivors Trust, they've been around for donkey's years. I wish I knew their existence when I was going through the worst of it, because they would have made it 10 times easier for me in terms of the services that they provide to survivors. It's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
the other thing that I want to mention to you guys is 100% of your donations, thanks to Streamlabs Charity, who is the platform for all of this, 100% of your donations goes to this charity. Streamlabs Charity do not take a cut. Furthermore, every single donation that you make goes directly towards a charity's account. It doesn't come to my account for me to pass on. I do not see 1 cent, dollar, penny, pound, quite rightly so. Goes directly to the charity. And that is it, 100%. Now, Andy and I over on Popcorn Planet have used Streamlabs Charity a number of times for fundraisers. Most notably a couple of years ago when we fundraised for a Florida charity called Sunrise. We raised over $40,000. About a year and a half ago, we raised over $80,000 in honor of Captain Corey for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Again, using Streamlabs Charity. So this is tried and tested platform, completely 100% trustworthy. So you know that 100% of your donations is going to be going to the Survivors Trust and directly to them as well. So to coin a phrase, there ain't no funny business going on here. This is 100% transparent and kosher. I want to thank everyone so far that helped us get up to this enormous milestone of over $1,000 fundraised. This is going to help so many people already. But a little bit of a surprise announcement, guys. If we get to $5,000 fundraised, right, I will guarantee that I will live stream my full half marathon from start to finish next Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah. I literally have bought from Amazon a contraption that I wear on my chest, and my phone will be right in the middle. And I will literally live stream my half marathon from the start line to the finish line. You guys will be there literally every step of the way as I conquer the 12, 13 miles that I need to do.
Well, I have to tell you something. My husband is a former marathon runner,
Yeah.
and the best advice he's going to give you is to get some Band-Aids to cover the brown spots,
Yeah.
because they rub against the shirt, and by the end of the marathon they start to bleed. So nobody knows that about marathon runners, but they do
Yeah.
cover their things with Band-Aids because they have to,
Well,
right?
yeah. Well, I actually did a practice half marathon yesterday.
Oh,
I
wow.
did the 13.1 mile, which is about 21K.
Wow.
Yeah. Just to do, let's say, for quote unquote, to coin a pun, a dry run, because I wanted to know, is there anything else that I needed for the actual day? And
Right.
so one of which is I think you Americans call them fanny packs.
I'm not American, I'm Canadian.
No. Sorry, I'm talking
Yeah.
about like
Yeah.
the audience. My audience is
Right,
mainly
yeah.
American alter nerds,
Yeah,
but
but I like Steph. I'm Canadian, eh?
that'll do. Part of the Commonwealth, up lass. But yeah, I figured out firstly I need to get a fanny pack, bum back, the waist pack. So I've
Absolutely.
got one of those. The second thing that I figured out that I needed was some ankle support. So I'm gonna
Correct.
get that. But then that's it. Everything else I need for next week.
Yeah, you got the Band-Aids, right?
I've already got the Band-Aids, absolutely. The
Good,
Band-Aids are already
good.
there. I've got my outfit, it's all there. I've
Nice.
test runned my running shoes as well that I will be auctioning off after the run itself. I'll be doing a special live
That's
stream
so
for that.
sweet. You are so sweet. My goodness.
Oh, Andrew, you're too kind. Thank you so much. But yeah, so actually someone in the community, I can't remember who now, actually gave me the idea of auctioning off my running shoes afterwards. And I thought, well, that's a really, really good idea. So
It's a fantastic idea.
yeah. So
So
I'm gonna be doing that as well, guys. So you get to literally have the chance afterwards to win my very, very stinky, smelly running shoes that I bought specifically for this Manchester Half Marathon. So yeah, have fun with that, whoever wins that one. But yeah, let's just refresh where we're at here, because I've already heard that you guys have already been going a little bit nuts and ham on the link. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for everyone that's donated so far. So we're at $1,031 raised at this moment, so thank you so much. But yeah, Andrea, before we go on to the first raffle, the first royal giveaway goodie for you lot out there, you said you've got some tea.
Oh, I've got major tea stuff.
Go for it.
You are not going to believe the stuff I have. So are you ready?
I don't think we're ready, but I'm going to hold on to my butt and enjoy the ride. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay, you better hold on. So here's the thing. Let's start with, and honestly, I call them Hagen and Mary. I switch, the syllables around or whatever. But you know what? She's been dastardly for years. She started out being dastardly long before she even knew Harry, like way before she knew Harry. So she started in when she came in Toronto and she got in with the mafia family of Toronto. That was a nightmare. But she uses every person as a stepping stone. So she went through that person, went through that person, went through that person. She's insane. She's crazy. But even just talk about her recent things, like what last night, like that dress that she wore was horrible. It's ill-fitting, and it's anything that she wears never fits properly, and it's always wrinkled. It looks disgusting. So, but she just wants to show up just for the PR. She doesn't actually go to the events. So even with all the music executives, she has gone in there and she basically hounded the crap out of some man who basically had to put a restraining order on her. Like, that's how bad she is. Like, but she doesn't get it. She has no clue. And then when it comes to the Diddy stuff, well, that's a whole different book, because that actually started in her yacht days. So she was seen on Samuel L. Jackson's, like.
Well, hang on a minute, Andrea. If I just stop you right there for a moment, just as a little bit of a halfway point, okay? Guys, before we get on to what Andrea's got tea-wise with the Diddy stuff and the Megsy and Hazza situation, we're going to launch the first raffle. We're going to kick it in straight away. We're going to start as we mean to go on. And guys, what have I got for you? Okay, Buckingham Palace Guardsman Bear.
That's awesome.
The same one.
I love that
I've got behind here right now as part of my set. You guys get to have one too, okay? And so, right, the minimum donation. Okay, so this raffle is going to start in a moment. I'll let you know when. So you can see here that the teddy bear, it retails for £19.96, which is about $22, $23, something like that. Well, guess what? When this raffle starts in a moment, anyone that donates a minimum of $10 is in with a chance of winning this little guy right here, one of the King's Guardsmen at Buckingham Palace, guys. The raffle is going to go on for 10 minutes. Make sure you signed into your PayPal. Whoever wants to donate and be in a chance of winning this little guy, the link to the donation page is pinned right at the top of the live chat. Every single raffle that's happening in this stream is in no way affiliated or linked to YouTube or any of its connections, companies, affiliates, or whatever. It's got nothing to do with YouTube whatsoever. It's all on me. But guys, we're going to start this in 3, 2, 1. The raffle's officially started, guys. So in the next 10 minutes, anyone that donates $10 or more, you guys are in a chance of winning this little cute guy. Let me know in the live chat. Who wants him? Who wants him? Let me know in the live chat. I'll be reading your comments. Yes, Andrea, please carry on with your Diddy connection situation.
I have way too much. So I actually got Kim Porter's memoir, right? So her diary.
Yeah.
And wow, she was very right. And like people like Jaguar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's right too. And like I have experience in the music industry, so yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that this was true. Hi, Andy.
Yeah, we've got some more surprise guests in on this live charity fundraiser. We've got Maggie the Black Owl. We've got Andy, my big brother, from Popcorn Palace, Popcorn Planet. Another one of my big brothers, Nerd Report, Lewis himself. We've got the Ravens Flock up, guys, representing. And we've got my friend Flux. Hey,
What's
guys.
up? Sorry about
It's
the
been too
camera
long since I've seen
issues.
you, Steph.
What's up?
Hey, Flex!
What's up, guys? How's
Yeah,
everybody doing?
What's up?
So
What's up?
my question is about Jonah Hill. Like, what? I didn't know about Jonah Hill.
What do you mean you didn't know about Jonah Hill, Andrea?
I didn't know that Jonah Hill was involved with the Diddy thing.
No.
Oh no.
He
We're
was
not
just in a movie. He was just in a movie with him.
Yeah, no, I was
No,
about to say, we're just-
no, I actually saw the footage.
Oh man.
He was at a white party.
Oh no.
I mean, everybody's at a white party. Doesn't mean they did
I like
anything.
the performance in Superbad. You know, I don't want it to.
I mean, Jonah Hill is white, so I mean, I don't think he had a choice.
Oh,
I don't think he had a choice.
He
to
was
be
at
a
his
white
place.
person, man.
Not everybody.
Okay, is that
Everybody.
when-
Anybody who
when
shows
they're-
up to a white party doesn't mean they're bad. Andrea.
Exactly.
Come on. They gotta
No,
be
but
bad.
does
Exactly.
that mean like everybody has to break into song going, no one knows what it's like to be the white boy? Like, come on.
good because
Oh my God, Andrea, please
Good, 'cause I
start an
wouldn't- I wouldn't
album
want my
soon.
Superbad DVD copy. Thank you. No, it's easier if you just microwave it. That's the easier way to destroy it. No need to light a fire.
No, I don't want to destroy. I don't want to destroy DVDs. I don't. Want to
Okay, I want to ask about Kadada. So Kadada Jones, right? I've already heard way too many things about Quincy and Oprah and everybody else. So I already know this stuff. And like I was in the record industry. I had a husband who was in the record industry, and it was really bad. It was really bad in the 80s. It was horrible. Like,
Oh yeah.
horrible.
I'm so happy I have alcohol. Please continue.
What do you think? She's got the right idea.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
you did.
ready.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to get
Like,
little
so
pee in
this-
a
so
couple
this-
of hours. My goodness.
You know
Steph,
I
is
what?
already
this your
have
white
my
party?
pint ready. Please, Andrea, continue to
Yeah,
smash all my
Yeah,
idols.
Andy, this
Yeah,
is
but-
totally my white party, Andy. Totally.
I
Oh, my
wrote-
goodness.
Yeah, but
I
I rode
hear
the
ya.
elevator with Alice Cooper. He was so
Here's-
messed up. He was going up and down, up and down. He was so messed up. And I had to go and babysit him. Like,
Oh, good grief.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
So,
Oh.
just to let everyone know, you guys have just got a little over 5 minutes left for the first raffle giveaway, which is this little dude, the King's Guardsman's bear. Who wants it? Let me know in the live chat. You guys need to donate a minimum of $10 to be in a chance
Cuddly
of
and
winning this little dude. That if you buy it retail is like $22, $23. So I can see a lot of you guys are
actually,
fighting
you
over
should
this
go-
little dude
yeah,
already.
yeah.
So,
amazing.
yes, the link to donate is pinned right at the top of the live chat. You've just got a little over 5 minutes left. But, guys, something that I'm showing at the moment on screen here that's just occurred over the last 24 hours is Megsy popping up solo. So, we've seen Prince Harry popping up solo the past week, and now Megsy's doing it as well. And she's just appeared at this Children's Hospital Gala in LA. And if you're wondering, hang on a minute, I recognise that dress. Yes, it's the same Carolina Herrera red dress that she wore to one of her first public outings since Megxit. The only difference is she took off that voluminous kind of train that was attached to it as well. Now,
And she took a lot of Ozempic. Look how skinny she is.
Wow, Costco wholesale's about. Oh yeah, she's very skinny.
Lewis, what do you want to say, mate?
I was actually gonna say she shows up solo here, but she wears that dress a little bit more often. She ain't gonna be solo for too long.
Oh, Louis. Nerd Report, you're ready to throw it all away.
Hey, I'm just a red-blooded American boy here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, wait a minute. You're wearing red too, the young lady over here. I'm taken though, but hey, I can look. All right, sorry.
We're
Sorry,
all in red, the lady in red.
Yeah. Anyways, you look better in the red than she
You're
does,
lucky.
but-
You can look. I can look. I can touch though, but I just don't want to. No, thank you.
Yeah.
You
no.
don't want to.
You know what? That
Harry
no,
married her.
pretty much
That's how
baggage
good
is
she is.
Yeah.
It's too much baggage. I've dealt with enough crazy chicks in my time. You go to a convention, you check out the cosplay, you know how crazy they can get. I don't need that in my life anymore.
You're sure about this?
The hot crazy scale is not. It's not
Exactly.
equal.
It exists
It
in
does
the
not-
guy's mind. There is a reason for that.
Mhm.
Well, since we're it's the ratio here between ladies against men, yes, we agree with you, ladies.
There you go.
It's a-
Thank
it's
you.
a headache. We don't want any part of this.
That's
red
a
dress
lie.
here. This low cut red dress. Yeah, we don't want any of that. Ugh.
No, 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 no.
But you know what really confuses me with her wearing this is that she got criticized for wearing it initially with it being so ill-fitting and just not suiting her whatsoever. That she thought the best idea in the whole wide world was to wear it again. To me, it's like she's trying to capture the Princess Catherine effect, where Princess Catherine, one of the reasons why we love her is because she re-wears her outfits that makes her more relatable. Do you think that Megxie might be trying to pull the same thing here?
Yeah.
I think she's trying to show that now she fits in the dress. I'm sorry. Do you remember before everything was coming out? That dress was too tight. But now she's like Ozempic, baby.
Allegedly. But yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, seriously. Like, take a hint, try something different, try a different color, a different neckline style, something else. It's okay.
It's that neckline is so bad. It's just such a bad neckline.
It doesn't really work out well for her in this particular outfit on here. It's way too it plunges down way too deep for her, especially if she wants to try to maintain an air of nobility and respectability or whatever it is.
Like some level of modesty.
Just a tip, just a touch.
The worst part is that dress, like she altered it to make it like more plungy.
Oh, she made it that way on purpose.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
she
why
chose
it's
to
so
do that. Like
bad?
it's less plungy when you look at in the Carolina Herrera site. It's less plungy. She really wants to show her lack of boobs, I guess. I don't know.
You know, a little bit of foresight could have helped.
No, I honestly think she actually took some things out of there. You know what I mean? Like she had a deconstruction. Because she had like things done to her, like enhancements, and then she took them out. That's
What
why-
kind
Let
of
me
an
just interject because,
enhancement?
guys, you have less than 30 seconds left to be in the running to win this little guy.
He's
the
gonna
Come on,
be-
look at that little guy. So
Gardman,
cute.
who
Cuddly
wants him?
little, guardsman home.
Donate $10 or more and be in the chance of winning this in the raffle. You've got 15 seconds left. The link to the donation link is pinned right at the top of the live chat. But Andy, let me just go to you because what do you think when you see Megxie wearing this? I want your inside fashion critic to come out and let loose. What do you think, Andy?
If you make him run away like the last time when we started talking about Todger because you're asking him about fashion.
I mean, I just don't care. It's like there's like a part of me that's like just like who fucking cares? She looks stupid. She
Are we
always looks
allowed to say
stupid. Why
that?
are we devoting energy to looking at her dress in the first place? That's what she wants.
Fair.
I'm sick of talking about her. She's done nothing. She showed up in a reworn dress. She looks awful. The dress doesn't fit her. She's there as some plus one talking her nonsense. She can't stop looking. I don't like this woman. I don't have a comment, Steph. Why is she on my? Why are we talking about her? Look at this ugly dress. Yeah, so what?
Why
She's
is she at a
nobody. She wears ugly
children like
dresses.
thing
Are we
with like
surprised?
that?
I mean, I've seen a lot of people criticizing. I choose not to jump on the. She looks gross. She looks this. I think it. I don't know. I don't.
True.
I don't think it helps the us when we criticize the legitimate bullshit she does. I don't like criticizing her looks because it's easy to bash. I mean, there's a lot of talk about his plastic surgery. I've seen those on there.
Oh wow.
I've seen it. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not that type. I'm not one of those. There's Instagram guys who like pinpoint the face, like this is different, and people are making those. I don't know. I have no comment on all that. You asked me what I think about the dress. I think it looks hideous on her.
Every
I'm
dress
not gonna hide the
hideous.
opinion, but only because you asked. But I just
Yeah. Fair play. Well, if
But
we
yeah, someone said it. Her boobs just look really bad in that dress. Like I don't need a big, you don't need it,
I
ladies.
made
Like,
it fluffier
it's just-
pancake.
Ample for
it's
that.
just
really
very
hard to make
unflattering
boobs
to
look
her
bad.
figure. You know what I mean? Like she has a fine figure. Like I'm not gonna knock her. Like she could look okay in clothes, like no doubt. She's not ugly. She's ugly inside,
It's better.
but she's not ugly. And it's very weird, that dress, because it's trying so hard to be sexy, and it's like the Deal or No Deal dress, Steph.
Mm.
Like she's back full circle. Where's the case?
Well, it's funny you might say that because bam, Lean Mean Machine is
There it
already
is.
way ahead of you,
Gotta
mate.
be kidding. Holy crap.
Wait.
But honestly, it looks like she looked better
Wait,
in
so
those
she
Deal or
worth
No Deal
$5?
dresses.
Oh God, his age.
It's like
Like
full circle.
you.
She's like, I need attention. So where's Howie?
She knew. She knew.
$5. $5
She
and you have
knew.
my-
Before we continue any further, guys, yes, we do have the first winner, the first raffle winner for this stream. So, drum roll. Deb Scott's Lass! This is winging its way to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
congratulations.
Yes,
That's
congratulations. You are now
That's
the proud
wonderful.
owner of the
Deb.
Gasman teddy bear.
Can I offer a donate a gift as well?
Oh, please go on, Andy.
I have very limited amounts, but it's
Oh.
a very in demand Popcorn Planet item. It is that fancy hat I wear.
Oh, nice.
My full, what's it called? It's a full brand new
Oh,
new era
yeah, it's your uniform.
baseball cap. It is it's new. I got some new ones and I got some extras, so I'm giving one to you, Steph, to raffle off
Oh,
along
nice.
with a sticker pack. If there's a Popcorn Planet family member who wants, like, oh my God, I always wanted a hat and some stickers, I want at least 50, Steph. Whoever wants to donate 50 or higher and gets the highest bid for the hat, it's
We have-
yours.
There you go. Come on, guys.
All right, guys. Well,
Donations for the stream.
That's great.
There it is.
let's
You know
do
what?
it
I wish I-
then.
I'm at a mall, Steph, with my kids. That's why I'm a little distracted.
No,
I wish
that's
I could stow it. I don't have it. I'm actually wearing not
Hang
wearing
on.
a hat today, but I'm sure you have. Do you have one? Yeah, there it is. I have people ask me all the time for them. They're like, I want a hat, and I just they're not on sale. They're exclusive. I save them for giveaways and moments like this. So if you'd like the official, a new one, new era, it'll be small, medium, or large. I have all three sizes. Donate at least 50. I don't know how you want to monitor it, Steph, but give me come on. I want to make sure we get a good $50 bid for the charity here or more. Bid it throughout. Highest person who says, I want the hat. You can ask it if somebody wants to beat the 50, then they can try to beat the 50. But there it is. Plus, and I'm going to donate later. I can't do. I'm in a mall, Steph, but I
Oh.
will make sure you send me the link so I can properly help myself. But happy to help. I'm so proud of you and all you're doing,
Thank you.
and you're kicking ass. And I love that you are going so strong. I'm so proud, and keep it going, Steph.
All
But
right.
I noticed
I'm proud
that
of you and
Steph
love you
doesn't
too,
come to
Andy.
Popcorn Planet as much anymore. And I'm writing this stuff. I'm noticing and I'm writing about it on social media a lot. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on because, Steph, you got to be on there all the time. If we're using the restroom, you got to be on there. If we're all the time, you got to be on there. If you're not on there for 1 second, I'm going to post about it. Is that okay with you?
That's
Fine
good.
with me.
That's good.
Go nuts, Lewis.
Because
Go
heaven
nuts.
forbid that she has a little time off from Popcorn Planet.
Heaven
I
forbid that
know.
she has to grow her own channel and work on her own projects. It's like, who needs a personal life? We all need to be on Popcorn Planet.
Yeah.
Who needs sleep?
Well, guys, let's kick off the second raffle of the giveaway, the Popcorn Planet cap exclusive from Andy
I'll even
himself.
sign it or whatever they want. Yeah, it's a Popcorn Planet prize pack. How's that?
That'll do. The Popcorn Planet prize
Love it.
pack, that's fine. We're going to start this giveaway. Minimum donation of $50. Andy has called it. We're going to do it for the next 10 minutes. So in a moment, anyone that donates $50 or more, you guys are in a chance to win the Popcorn Planet cap and pack. So let's start this giveaway in 3, 2, 1. And we are live for the next 10 minutes. Anyone that donates $50 or more to this fundraiser, you're going to get an exclusive Popcorn Planet cap, maybe signed by Andy if you want to, and maybe a couple of other goodies that Andy might throw in there for good measure. So, yes, anyone that wants to donate or be in with a chance of winning that, guys, the link is pinned right at the top of the live chat. Go nuts, guys. I have to admit, though, it is a really, really nice cap, and it's embroidered as well. The whole
It's super. It's
logo's
new era. It's
embroidered.
like I had it custom stitched from the. It's like the baseball player brand.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's fitted.
Cool.
So I
Yeah,
have
you can
small,
tell.
medium, or large sizes.
Very good.
If you win, you got to give Steph the info, but then also your size: small, medium, or large. How big your head is.
Well, what I'll be doing is whoever wins, I get your email that you put in as part of donating to this cause. So if you win, I'll be getting your email and I'll be emailing you guys afterwards to get your address. And yeah, a
Ooh, I
hat will
even
be
have
ringing
a-
on its way to you
even
amongst
have a-
maybe other
I have a
goodies from Andy.
collector's- There's going to be a Steph the alternate collector item in that, Steph. You know what I have?
Ooh, go on.
I have your old stickers, the True Crime Steph sticker logo.
Oh my goodness.
I have like a few.
Wow.
I still have like 5 or 6. So I'm gonna throw. That's like a very exclusive. Before she's shifted, you'll have the rough Steph the alternate sticker. Those are rare.
Those are definitely rare. Oh my goodness. That is totally OG. Oh my
Steph,
goodness.
maybe they should throw these in.
The balls.
Is that-
Oh, Lewis's balls.
If you want to go
Lewis,
classic.
you gotta
oh
ra-
my goodness.
You got to
If you
raffle
wanna
your
go
own balls.
classic.
I think Lewis needs to raffle his balls next. Too. Yeah,
I
Steph.
knew they were going to come
You
back.
donate $100, I will send this to you. Okay, and not in the United States. I will send it to you. Donate $100. I will sign them.
Oh, you'll
We'll
actually have
sign the
Lewis's
balls.
signed balls.
Thank you.
Wow. These are some legit prizes, Steph. No joke.
Oh,
$100.
great.
Excellent merch over here.
Well, and Steph, just to hype it, you'll also get the spare sticker. I have the WA sticker,
Wow.
the Popcorn Palace stickers. I'm telling you, this for anybody who's a fan of the channels, support. And yes, now even better, support and get the balls from Lewis. My God. Ew.
Balls from Lewis.
No, get your actually
Hey,
that's a great
Andy,
idea.
Andy, you want a kiss?
Wear them on a chain. That's
No,
perfect.
I'm good. I'm good.
The old balls and chains.
That's not what you
Oh,
said.
You
the
want
whole
to
thing.
ask around the mall and see if somebody wants one, Lewis?
No, they come in pairs. Sorry, I'm not going to separating. Look, I'm not separating those again. It was a traumatic. It was a dramatic situation. I had to go to Vegas to get them from Steph. God dang, to bring them, reunite them. F that.
Yeah, you had to
We
find
need
your
more
balls because I threw
information
them
on the
away
story.
in Vegas.
There's more to the story, but anyways, $100 will get you. $100 donate, and then Steph send me the address, and I'll send it if that's okay with you. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, the minimum is $50, and you guys are definitely fighting over this particular one. Oh my goodness, very, very popular. So, guys, there's a little over 6 minutes left. If you want to be in a chance to win in this raffle, the Popcorn Planet pack, including a very exclusive,
What are you
nice
showing,
little hat
Andrea?
there.
yeah, can you see it? You
No,
guys
not
see it?
really.
No.
Account suspended.
Whoa! No
will-
way!
I will put that on a t-shirt. I have it. And for $50, I'll send it anywhere.
Whoa.
Kidding.
Oh my goodness. It's not that it's a suspended now, is it? It's just that was
Yes,
when
it
it
is.
was.
Yes, it is.
It
Yes,
is?
This is the original. So it's on the transfer. It just needs to be put on the shirt. And whoever wants to donate $50 gets it. I'll send it anywhere.
Wow. We'll do that in a separate raffle and giveaway, Andrea, because that needs a moment all on its own, to be fair. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we've got a little over 5.5 minutes left for the Popcorn Planet giveaway raffle extravaganza for charity. And yeah, for those that don't know, we are raising money for the Survivors Trust. I'm doing my first ever marathon next week. It's a half marathon in Manchester. I thought, do you know what? I might as well do it for charity. The Survivors Trust is a UK-based organisation that provides support and resources for survivors of sexual violence to help them heal and rebuild their lives. It's a cause close to my heart because I am unfortunately a victim of sexual violence, as I've always been open throughout the years about that. And I thought, do you know what? No tea, no shade. People run marathons and they usually raise money for the usual. So cancer, Alzheimer's, MS, all that lot. But not that many that I see actually try and raise money
Yeah,
for
screw
something that's a
them,
little bit
Steph.
more. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
so
yeah.
much, Steph.
But not
Thank
that
you
many
so much.
people raise money for something that's a little bit more difficult to discuss, which is sexual violence. So I thought, you know
Thank
what?
you.
I'll do my bit, put in my experience, and raise money for another worthy good cause as well. If we just refresh and see where we're at right now. And my goodness, wow. We have just gone up to a whopping $1,221.30. Woo, woo, woo!
Very nice.
Let me just
Woo!
remind you guys, though.
Look at you
How you
guys.
get it done.
That's how we get it done. This is how we show up and do good, guys. But
That's
just to
correct.
remind you all that if we reach $5,000, the goal, I will guarantee that I will live stream the full half marathon, me doing it from start to finish. You guys will be there every step of the way. I've bought the contraption to fit my mobile phone on to wear it. And from the start line to the finish line, you guys will be there every step of the way to see me suffer. Because it's gonna be...
You are going to regret that one, Steph.
Well,
So, Steph,
actually,
so
Steph,
with the
real
marathon
quick.
happening next week, Steph, like how ready do you feel? You feel nervous?
A little bit, yeah. I do feel a little bit nervous. I did a dry run of the half marathon yesterday where I live, and I ran the 13.1 miles. I did it under 3 hours, so not bad going really for my first time doing it. But yeah, let's put it this way. My ankles hate me right now. My ankles hate me.
Yeah,
Is it the only part of you that hates you right now?
you got to be ready to ice them down or something after you're done, or like stick your feet in a bucket of ice or something afterwards. You'll hate it for the minute, but your feet will thank you afterwards.
Take like a full ice bath.
By the way, a half marathon's no joke. And here's a story. I did one for Disney, and Andy was there actually. So you're my witness, bro.
Oh, wow.
I have done a half marathon before, actually twice at Disneyland. It was amazing. Yeah,
Why?
but it's not a joke. It's not a joke. My knees gave out after. Like I was like, yeah, and I 2-step, like so. Yeah, you gotta be ready. You gotta be well trained, and stuff. And then one day maybe a full marathon, which I've done the distance, but never really done it on an official event. I was really scared of those, but half marathons, that's huge.
Big,
So
yes.
that's
big.
huge. Yeah.
Has anyone done anything here? Has anyone done anything like this before, like Lewis, where you've done a marathon or something like that? Like, what were your experiences of all of that?
Well, like the best advice, because when I told my husband, because he was a marathon runner, he just said she has to tape up her,
Nipples.
brown spots, right? And you have to have the best shoes, like the best shoes. Like, so, and it's grueling and it's tough. And you have to make sure that when you stop for your watermarks, right? And you drink water, because if you don't, your muscles are going to seize up. So you have to do all that stuff too.
Banana. Eat a banana or Gatorade or drink Gatorade because that's the potassium's gonna zap you.
Correct. Yes.
And
correct.
then your knees may go a little bit. Running's not really good for you, but it is cardiovascular wise. And for me, it wasn't about the time. To me, it was just about doing those 13 miles. I didn't care if I got there in 20 hours, but that just getting there was big for me. But hey, you know what? You got your time set and you did it. And then this week, maybe do a light 1 mile, 2 mile walk. Don't overdo it this week before, because there's a lot of pounding going on with your knees, right? So maybe do something light between then and now. And then the night before, eat some pasta. Yeah.
Yes.
Eat some pasta.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Yeah, that's the Michael Scott office way. A bunch of
Yeah.
fettuccine Alfredo right before
Yeah.
the race.
No, yeah, that's true though. It's actually
Carb up. Carb
You'll
up.
vomit.
Yeah,
No,
carb
don't
up,
do that. I'm
yeah,
kidding. You'll
carb
vomit
up.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like,
The night before now. Michael Phelps was lying about his
Yeah, Mike,
cardio.
the Dunder Mifflin
bullshit.
fun run.
Such a great one.
Yeah, you'll do it though. It's gonna be good. You're gonna want to do the full marathon next though.
No.
exactly
My
lies.
I will retire after Sunday. My marathon running days will be over. I will retire quite happily. I'm very, very physically active. I love riding my bikes, my mountain bike, my roadie. I can do 40, 50K on my bikes and be happy and be absolutely fine with that. Running, though, is a different kettle of fish. I'm glad I'm doing it because it's a different challenge and it's something new to me to do. But I have to admit, doing long distance running, no. I can do 5-10K and be absolutely fine with that. But beyond, no, I'm just not
12
built.
miles is long.
For
It's
marathon
Twelve miles
the
is
running.
long
impact
distance,
on your
though.
joints.
Yeah,
It's the impact from
Yes.
running on your joints is so much worse, like over time versus like if you're on a bike, it's so much better for you because you're not getting that impact.
Oh, you know what was weird? The first time I did it for an entire week, I never done any drugs, but I felt like I was on a drug. Like I was so high off like endorphins or something. Like my system recycled. It was because I sweat so much during that. It was like in the middle of summer, and I was like, I napped for like 12 hours after, woke up, called my friend that did it with me, and then she's like, yeah, we couldn't stop smiling. Like we felt so good. I don't know what it was. Maybe like I got rid of toxins in my, and I felt accomplished and everything. So yeah, you're gonna probably, there's a runner's high thing too. You know, when you start running a lot, you get a runner's high. Yeah, it's all natural.
To quote Legally Blonde,
Yes.
exercising gives you endorphins. Endorphins
Yep.
make you happy, and happy
Yeah.
people don't kill other people.
Well,
All the same, I'm very happy for you, Steph, and I know you're going to kill it at the marathon next week, and I know you're doing it for the right reasons.
Thank you. Well, before I just quickly go on a toilet break and leave you guys just to quickly
Nice.
look after the stream for a couple of seconds, we do
Absolutely.
have a winner. The Popcorn Planet giveaway is over, and the winner, Deb Scott Lass. Woo, woo, woo! Yes.
Who's the winner?
Deb Scott's Lass.
Oh, Deb, congrats.
Congratulations, Deb Scott's Lass.
Congratulations, Deb Scott's last.
Congratulations, Deb.
Thank you so much for
will get
everyone
this-
that
get the
entered
info,
that particular
Steph.
raffle.
Tell your hat size, and we'll get it to you.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'm just making a note of your email right now. That
by the way, those hats are nice. I've
they
seen
are
them up
really
close.
nice. They're
Yeah,
good
they're
quality
really
as well.
nice.
So
So congratulations for that.
there we go. I've just made a quick note of that on Microsoft Word there. I'm just keeping a list of everyone who's won what and your emails. So I will be emailing you in the next 24 hours, guys, to get your addresses so I can send everything to you. Andy, of course, will be sending his Popcorn Planet pack to you. That won't be me. But yeah, thank you so much to Deb Scott's Lass for entering that raffle and winning the goodies there. We'll be starting a new raffle shortly. But my goodness, we're already on a whopping $1,221.30 for the Survivors Trust. Thank you so much. With that being said, guys, I need to quickly go for a toilet break. But one thing that I do want to discuss when we get back is, what do you think to essentially Prince Harry at the moment winning the Visa US case? Because in the last couple of weeks, and this was when I was away out of the country, the court ruled on the side of the Department of Homeland Security, Biden's government, saying that they would not release Harry's US visa application to the Heritage Foundation because there's something on the application that he hasn't actually disclosed publicly. So he has a right to privacy and
I
for
know
that
all about
application
that.
not to be released. So, yeah, guys, what do you think he might be hiding? Do you think the Heritage Foundation will appeal? What do you guys think to it all? Do you think it's the right
I'll
decision?
take that question because I'm the expert.
Go
Just
for it.
kidding.
I'm going to the
I have
toilet.
no idea.
Discuss amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a moment. Thanks, guys.
I have no idea what to think of that. All I know is that I have bad taste because I thought Meghan Markle looked good in the red dress. That's all I figured out today. But anyways, take it away.
She is a good-looking woman. Nobody can, fault you for that.
Yeah.
She's got a
But
lot of hiccups in her fashion sense.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
follow.
it's the
Yeah.
dress.
Like
It's her
all
choices in
evil
dress.
women, all evil women are hot. It's like a rule.
Really?
Mhm.
Look at Amber Heard before she did the fake cheekbone. She was hot.
Oh wow, I completely forgot about Amber Heard until you
I
mentioned.
will never forget about her.
Y'all forgot about Amber Heard.
Like, I'm
Amber
sorry.
Heard.
I know Amber Heard was like a big major talking
Yeah.
point. in
Yeah.
2023. I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, she's been canceled. Stuff her in the
Yeah, her dog stepped on a bee. So
Oh my god.
that was it.
I feel bad for the poor dog. But
But she was hot.
Of
Nobody can say that Johnny Depp had bad taste.
course not. It's
No.
just,
No, but
hindsight's always 2020,
Yeah,
and
she's evil, but she's hot.
She's hot.
The point is
I
of
mean-
the hotness.
And
Mars
before that
can't
personality defect was known, she was 10 times hotter because you don't know about that personality
Right.
defect. But as soon as you understand the personality defect, you're like, she's not.
yes,
I mean,
that
she's still
narcissist,
hot,
yeah.
but she's not hot.
And those men
Yeah.
are already married. They're like, oh my god, she sucked my will out of me.
What
Yeah.
the hell? I didn't know this. I was coming into this kind of show. I want Steph. Not just kidding.
well, it's already like what 11 p.m. UK time, so it's like it's after hours, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But yeah, she won the
Afternoon.
like they're hot. I can understand why she had an effect on you with the red dress.
Oh yes, while wearing a red dress, you say that.
Ugh.
Hey,
Hey,
by the way,
hey,
what was
hey.
maybe you got maybe you all wanted the question? What was it about Harry's?
So the
Yeah.
question is basically about Harry and the fact that they're actually really hiding things, and they are. And I'm going to tell you they are, because they are. They're actually locking things up. They're thrown in the vault. I mean, and when you look at vault, you realize how well that went for Diddy, right? I mean, all his tapes are already out, so you can't
would-
do.
But
Put
I mean, I
Harry in
feel
the
like-
same with Diddy. With Diddy and Harry, are they? I mean, is
No,
he that
well,
bad?
no.
No.
Well,
He's not smart enough.
To be fair, I feel like Kamala Harris and Meghan Markle would be really good
Yes.
friends. I
Thank
feel like
you.
they just
Thank
click
you.
really well, and I feel like there's certain reasons why it's not
Correct.
being released.
There's a lot
want-
of similarities between if you
Yes.
look at I'll say this, I don't want it's not political, but a lot of people that preach like equality and how white people are bad, they have a lot of similar traits. AOC looks just like Meghan Markle, is with a guy that looks just like a white dude, all right? The Kamala preaches the same shit.
Right.
White dude marriage, and then Meghan Markle, and then even the guy John Lemon.
I
like,
was
he
just
dates
gonna
a
say,
white
don't
guy.
forget
Yeah,
John
White
Lennon.
people,
Yeah, what's
white
up
people
with
are evil,
him?
but I only date white people. I
Yeah,
won't
but
make a
what's
family with
Yeah,
John Leguizamo. I'm down with Hispanics, but you won't make a family with one, bro.
Yeah, but what's up with John Legend? Because you know what? This Chrissy Teigen shit, stuff, has been going way too long. It's been years that this stuff has been going on.
Yeah.
And the stuff that I found out, and obviously through the music industry, it's not good. So
Music
know-
industry is very listen, it's worse than the
Well,
movie industry.
that's
Way
they're
worse, yeah.
all they're all intertwined, right? So it's music industry, it's the post op, it's like like everything. They're all intertwined. And
Music
so-
industry victimizes groupies, and they're people who are not
Horrible.
popular. and in the movie industry, we saw with the Weinstein dude, he
Oh,
victimized other actors, so it became more in the forefront of people because there were other popular people that were victims. But in the movie industry, there's people that go to the concerts and trust these bands or whatever the artists, and then they get betrayed because you know. So that's what we're gonna. I think that's what we're gonna.
well, you
start
know
to hear
what?
them.
Like, I know, like, personally that Clive Davis, and I'm trying to keep my composure, but he's
Yeah.
a dirty old man. Like,
Yeah.
he's just a dirty old man. He really is. He always was, and he's still like that. And I don't know why he's not in jail, because he should be, because he's the catalyst. He is the catalyst, and nobody gets it. Like Jaguar Wright, she's been trying to tell people, and she's telling all this. Like, I know she kind of blows things up, but you know what? Take 75% of what she said, because she's telling the truth. It is true. Like, I've been there. I've watched it. I lived it. I've seen this stuff. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And I was a little kid. Like, I married my husband when I was 21, and he was like 7 years older than me. So he's 28, and he worked for Sony Music. I remember when, like, we went to Celine Dion when she got signed. I remember, you know, Harry Connick Jr. I remember, like, everybody. It's just insane. And then you're in those parties, and what the women told me was, stay away from Clive Davis.
It's like those people are too big to fail. Like, they're gonna give us some people that are like, they can sacrifice.
Yes.
And after that, like PDD, they're like, oh, there, you can take him. But the bigger fish, they're
Yes.
not gonna let us know about them. It's like, who
he
was
has
surprised?
to go down,
Yeah.
though. He has to go down, because wholeheartedly in my heart, I know that Clive Davis was the last person to see Whitney Houston, and he was the one who delivered the drugs to her. Okay? That's how I feel. Because I know Clive Davis. I mean, I've met him numerous times. He's a snake in the grass. He's horrible. He's a horrible person.
Damn.
It's like, but like those people, like those elite are scary. Like, who is really surprised that Harry's visa was hidden? I'm not.
Exactly. And just like, look at P. Diddy. You know what really annoys me is that the Black community has totally turned their backs towards Diddy right now. And Diddy is obviously, he's trying to run an office inside a prison. He's managed to get a whole new team. He managed to get a whole new judge. And it's like, how many people are actually attached to him? People that aren't in those circles don't understand this stuff. And I swear to God, it is so true. Like, I've been there. I have been there. I know I look like an old lady, but I've been there.
You don't look like an old lady at all.
But what do you mean? I don't know if you misspoke, but you said you were annoyed that the Black community has turned their back on P. Diddy?
No, I am annoyed with the Black community because they are turning their back on Diddy, and they're not actually, because as far as I'm concerned, there should be a fairness here, right?
Yeah.
There should be a fairness. Like, do not convict somebody until they actually go to court, and then they're convicted, right? Everybody's presumed innocent until proven guilty. So that's what bothers me, and that is like the lack of support for him, and especially him being in prison. No, I'm not happy with that at all. I mean,
I I think the reason everybody's kind of staying quiet is because it has been known for so many years that this has been going on, and everybody's just kind of they all turned a blind eye to it. They all
Yes,
turned a
that's
blind eye and decided to ignore it, and they're continuing to ignore it.
The
It
way,
doesn't
the
really
way I look at it,
surprise
though,
me.
the way I look at it respectfully, like P. Diddy's only responsible for his own actions. He doesn't represent the black community. The shoes
Absolutely
he
not.
wears, his shirts,
And to be
nothing. He doesn't represent his gender, his haircut. He only represents Diddy. And I wouldn't like. I'm opposed to that tribalism. Like wrong's wrong. And from what we believe, and he's suspected of mostly victimizing 65% African Americans. So he's the one that's kind of victimizing.
And the contrary, I'm mad at the Black Lives Matter. Why are they not coming out against him?
Yeah, there should be I feel like there should be kind of some outrage.
Exactly. There should be
The
more
Me Too
outrage against
yeah.
P. Diddy.
Silence.
And I feel they're just being silent because they don't want to go against the tribal, like what you were saying.
Yeah,
Like
tribalism.
I speak French.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
So yeah, but I feel like they don't want to really go against one of their own. And the contrary, I think they should be harder on P. Diddy, because how hard was the white community on Jeffrey Epstein? We should do the same thing.
We weren't hard enough.
I agree with you.
Nobody was hard
No,
enough on that man.
The problem with P. Diddy is those Cassie tapes. When you see him, wait till she turns around. and
Sorry, just to
No.
interject one
problem.
moment, guys. Sorry, I did a bit of an Elaine there. I was on mute.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it, girl.
MLS, making law simple. I see you in the chat. Firstly, thank you so much for the raid. Secondly, I've just sent you a Twitter message, mate. If you want to jump in, I've sent you the Zoom link. Come on in, let's have some fun, and let's raise some money for charity, which, by the way, oh my goodness, we have got up to a whopping $1,231.30 for the Survivors Trust. So thank you to everyone so far that has contributed and donated to such a great cause. It's absolutely amazing. A couple of shout outs. So my goodness, wow, we have where are we? Sean Roche, General Scott saying, Alter Nerds, let's get this charity stream going. Nick Knack, let's show the grifters how to actually donate to a great charity. And Deb Scott's last saying, my third donation for a brilliant cause. I appreciate it, Deb Scott's last. Thank you so much. There will be another raffle coming. Guys, I've got bags of royal goodies. You do not want to miss out on any of it. My goodness. But yeah, as I mentioned, if we get to the goal of $5,000, I will guarantee that I will live stream my full half marathon from the start line to the finish line. I will live stream it. You will be there for every single step, every single sweat, every single probably swear word to the skies above and back as I literally torture myself for 13.1 miles. My goodness. But yeah, if you want some entertainment and you want to see me suffer, my goodness, I did a dry run and did 13.1 miles yesterday. I did it under 3 hours. My ankles want to kill me. Okay. So yeah, I'm
take some days off.
So
Yeah,
your
because they're gonna
pain-
come back. It's gonna come back on your ankles are still hurting. You're gonna do the marathon. So just make sure those ankles are good.
Yes.
Steph, your pain is on sale. That's what you're saying.
Basically, yes. My pin is on
Like,
sale.
who wants to see me suffer? $5.
There you go. Who wants to see me suffer? Donate $5. Go on, guys. You know it makes sense. Yes.
Who can throw you in the dunk tank kind of thing.
Exactly.
But oh my goodness, we are getting into the live chat. MLS making law simple. He's just connecting to the audio right now. One of my other great friends from LawTube. He's just connecting to audio right now, so we'll hear from him in a moment. But yes, my pin is up for sale, guys, but it's for a good cause. It's for charity. So yes, if we get to $5,000, I will guarantee to live stream the full lot from start to finish. And yes, you guys get to see me suffer for entertainment, but also as well for a great cause. So yeah, who else wants to jump in and donate at least
Man,
$5 to try and see me suffer? There you go.
I'm gonna look at it as being suffer. I think we're gonna cheer you on, and honestly, I'm gonna be jealous because I want. Maybe you'll motivate me to do one. You know.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
you're
I
so
think
nice.
support, yeah.
Hey,
Yes,
hey.
all of us.
Hello, David.
All of us.
What is up,
Hello.
Dave?
By
Good
the way,
mic.
okay, so Steph, have you run a half marathon before?
No.
Okay, I've run several of them. I
Okay.
live streamed one
Wow.
last year. I would tell you that it is way worse to try to live stream one than to just run one. And I'm excited for you though, because we need to get to this number so that you can go through the pain that I went through of trying to live stream, that humiliation of when my wife is running faster than me, and then on a live stream, because I'm like interacting with chat and stuff, and then she stops and waits for me, and I have to run up to her, and everyone's making fun of you because your wife is waiting for you. It's a good time.
So first class ticket to watching Steph suffer and be humiliated. I love it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Steph.
Yeah.
We love you. Continue.
I think there'll be a few people out there that would love to see me suffer, okay, and be humiliated on a live stream. I'm sure of it. So guys, if you want to see that happen, all for charity, then yes, do the donation right now. Anyone that wants to donate, the link is literally pinned right at the top of the live chat. Let's get going, guys.
Yes, please. Yes,
But-
please, guys. Like, do it. Come on. It's for a good charity.
Bring
We
out some
have to do
fun.
it.
It's for a good cause. I
Right.
literally bought from Amazon because I was researching it, like this contraption that I wear, like a chest harness, and the phone goes in the middle,
Oh,
and then I can just live stream it, and away I go.
Oh, so you're not going to interact with people.
so you're doing
No.
the Harry thing.
Still
You're-
interact. It's
the
just
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I'll interact to a certain point in the sense of you guys will be hearing me, okay? You'll be hearing probably every swear word. They'll be demonetized. I know it, but every swear word, every breath, every kind of, oh my goodness, why am I putting myself through this? Damn it, my body hates me right now, and yes, so
People
many
keep
more.
talk.
By
We're
the way,
just gonna hear-
all our life.
by the way, I just want to comment. Steph's wearing the sleeves up here. My God, look at those biceps, girl. What the hell? I stopped.
Working.
I
Hey,
stopped.
yo,
see-
for real.
yo, what is that? The
Boom!
tricep, bicep right there.
Yeah.
You got the forearm going on right there.
Oh
A lot
yeah.
of confidence been shown right there. Shoulder blades. Man,
Yes.
I stopped watching you for a couple days, and you're like Lou Ferrigno and Arnold Schwarzenegger. What's going on here?
I know.
Dude.
Like you got me shaking in my boots.
Yeah.
Zay pumps iron every day over here, and he's jealous.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to show.
No, I have to admit though, for the last like 5-6 weeks, I joined Slimming World because medical science is calling me fat because of my BMI. And over the last
Oh,
5 weeks, I've nearly lost a stone. I've lost like over 5
Wow.
kilos.
How much is a stone? How much
Thank
is
you
a
so
stone?
much. I was like,
It's
In
about
real
5.
numbers.
I went from 68 kilos, 68.8 kilos, and I'm now at about 63.7 or something along those
We're
lines.
even more
So
lost.
that's like 132 pounds.
Like roughly 130.
Yeah. Yeah.
those are pure muscle. Muscle is heavier than.
Hey,
There you go.
can
Like
I-
that, like that. There we go. There we go.
I'm
That one's
sorry.
good.
There we are.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at that. That is
Hey.
Superman.
Now,
Yeah,
when
we
the doctor,
watch
when the
out.
doctors,
Set the alternate
doctors,
tone for you.
Whoa.
Doc-
Let's say things
doctors do that physical. They do it by age and height, and a lot of time they're off. You know, because I mean, it
Yeah.
also it has to be your body fat index as well as got to be taken into consideration and genetics. Some people, some ethnicities have booty, and booty weighs a lot, like mine. You know, so I you know, so hey, listen. They're talking about the scrawny person, you know, so you're not even near obese. Don't listen to the doctors.
Not by a
They don't know what they're talking about. Doctors, it's medical practice, not medical fact. So as long as your body fat index is good, high blood pressure, your pressure is good,
Mm.
you're good. You know.
Well, Elias has got a really good point. Dear Sugars, here's your chance to make sure we get to see Stef suffer. And a few more of you have contributed to that cause. So, General Scott, thank you so much for another donation saying, going to have to switch to audio after this one. Have a great stream. Cheers, mate. Jean Rick, thank you so much for your donation saying, OMG, he is so cute, Steph. The teddy bear from earlier on that we raffled off. Deb Scott's last saying, I love Andy and this is for a brilliant cause. Yes, you won the popcorn Planet pack, so thank you so much for that. And Beverly Shrewsbury saying go Steph. Thank you so much, guys. Carry on with the donations. Every dollar helps for a good cause. So yeah, guys, it's the Survivors Trust, a UK-based organisation that provides support and resources for survivors of sexual violence to help them heal and rebuild their lives. Cause close to my heart because I am a survivor. If I knew this organisation was available back in the day, it would have made my recovery so much easier. And better in terms of what they actually provide. And so I've learned that a lot of it is just word of mouth in terms of getting people to know that these organizations actually exist. And a lot of these organizations I've found are pretty underfunded. So they're not that well known as much as they should be. So we're gonna help a cause that, as far as I'm concerned, is not spotlit enough. You see a lot of people, they run for Alzheimer's, cancer, ALS, MS, good causes, no tea, no shade. However, do you know what? Let's do the difficult one, the one that, you know, needs a lot of support because it's underfunded at the moment. And so, yeah, I chose the Survivors Trust. 100% of your donation goes towards the charity, thanks to Streamlabs Charity, who is the platform for all of this. And your donation goes directly to the charity as well. It doesn't go on my account for me then to pass on to the charity. Oh, no. It goes straight to the charity itself. So this is a 100% safe and kosher. Andy and I have used this platform before, Streamlabs Charity. We raised over $40,000 a couple of years ago for Sunrise Charity in Florida. A year and a half ago, we raised 80 grand for the Make-A-Wish Foundation in honor of Captain Corey. So, guys, here you are. Let's get it done. Let's show Hazza and Megsy how to really show up and freaking do good. Now, whilst I was away, guys, can you just recap with me? What were you guys talking about? I heard a lot of the Diddy situation. What's going on there?
Really quick, I just got to take this opportunity to bounce out. Steph, thank you so much for having me on. And guys, it was good to see all of you.
Nice to meet you.
Take care,
Cheers, Flux, for joining in. See you later, love.
Bye,
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
honey. Bye.
Oh man, just talking about Diddy, it just makes me dirty.
Yeah. What were you saying, Andrea? Because Andrea was like, oh, yeah, so interesting.
No, we were just getting into the weeds.
I'm just being honest, right? And
Yeah.
that's and you know, there's no holds bar with me. So
No, of course. The thing about it, and this is so psychotic, and I wanted to bring up this point, is that despite everything, despite all the evidence,
correct.
Diddy's still going to have his loyal fans.
Correct.
No matter where he goes. They'll follow him until the end of time. Like, think about this. The last Black hip-hop artist that has been outed to that degree, and y'all can correct me on this, I believe it was either 2018 or 2019, R. Kelly. And
Correct.
he handled it well in 2020. Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Oh yeah, no, it's not as if he was on in a sit-down interview on NBC and he made a total joke of himself by going into histrionics in front of everyone in the whole world. No, he handled it totally professional. But
You guys are killing me. Stop it.
Exactly.
You're killing me, but I'm alive.
And despite all that, he still has his fans holding like the following him no matter where he goes. It's psychotic. This
Okay. You know what? You need to stop because I'm not one of his followers.
Does he have a lot of followers? Are we seeing it on
I'm not.
social media?
I'm sure
I don't
he
think
does.
it's allowed anywhere near a computer anymore. I could be mistaken, but the fact that there's still people on social media saying, "Oh no, R. Kelly was set up," or Diddy's getting set up by XYZ ABC. I don't think you can really coerce anyone to do the things that Diddy was put on tape to do.
Correct.
After his arrest, his streaming uses went up 20% roughly, but it's debatable whether or not that was fan support or just people curious about his previous lyrics to his songs, if they meant anything. My opinion is like someone like Diddy's not really truly hip hop, where the lyrics would mean something. It's rap. It's money grabbing rap garbage.
This correct. Thank you for saying that. My God.
That was me, Lewis, from Nerd Report, so I get the credit.
Like, that is so true. That is so true. You know what? He was Clive Davis's. Can I say, bum?
What?
Bum boy?
Bum
boy.
I don't know what that means.
Do you know what? I've heard that. I've heard that.
Yes, he was, because this is how it started.
Now, this is opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. This is all alleged. Everything that we're discussing here, very important to say.
I can solidly say this because I was in that industry. I watched it, and yes, he was. And he got funded, totally funded for Bad Boy through Clive Davis, right? So, yes. And so that behavior continued, and it continued and continued and continued through the decades. So that is the absolute 1,000,000,000%. I don't have anything to lie about that because I know it's true.
There's no doubt in my mind, like half these artists are fabricated, they're industry plants. I guarantee you, everyone on this panel, if they would clear the sample to Missing You, which is an old Police track, if you sample that bass line, clear it, and wrap some silly stuff over it, we'd have a hit because the original track is amazing, right? And that's how Diddy started. Like, he sampled Missing You, and then all of a sudden it's a big.
He can't even sing. Like,
no.
He's useless. So when he started, he actually, like, his poor mother. Well, I'm not even going to say this poor mother because, anyways, that's another story in itself. But
yeah,
he ditched school and he got in with Clive Davis. Clive Davis. Whoa, you don't understand the hatred I have for that man. Like, I call him, he's Dirty Clive. That's what we call him. He's Dirty Clive. Right? He's been like this forever. Ever. Like I was involved in this in the 80s, and it was Dirty Clive. He is horrible. And so he started all this. And there's no doubt in my mind what happened to Whitney Houston. No doubt in my mind that he did this. So,
yeah. No, but you know, R. Kelly at least had talent, and there are people who are supporting Jeffrey Dahmer. So, are we really surprised that there are people supporting those?
No,
those kind of.
We should be. Okay, you want to talk about R. Kelly? R. Kelly had a learning disability, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? He was influenced.
What do you mean?
He had a learning disability, so he was influenced. Huge. He didn't know what he was doing either, right? Just like Justin Bieber didn't know what he was doing when he went in there.
Well, all these people are. This is all industry driven.
Look at Lil Bow Wow. Look at, all these kids. Like, I sat there for the last.
Well, if your name is Little Bow Bow, that's already automatic. Don't click on that song.
But you know what?
Little Bow. There's someone called Little Bow Bow.
Bow Wow. That's
even worse.
You don't know Little Bow Wow?
You don't remember Little Bow Wow? Snoop Dogg.
Listen, I stopped with the hip hop in '93. I think that
explains it.
I stopped. Everything is kind of like a passing phase to me. Like, ever since, like, I'm an NWA kid. That's where I'm from. I'm PEPMD.
Like, older than all of you guys, and I don't listen to this stuff. But the bottom line is, I was in the industry, and I know about all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you stories about, like I told you, like Alice Cooper riding the elevator. I can tell you about Simon and Garfunkel not agreeing on a compilation package that they were putting out. Like, and I can tell you about Michael Jackson, coming into Sony, and he wouldn't allow anybody to actually directly talk to him. So person had to talk to the person. That person would have to talk to him. It was just nuts. So back then, it was
Such a
insane.
diva.
Yeah, exactly. Mariah Carey's the worst.
But they're all divas. The thing is, PDD, I do believe that everything that he did it.
Yes, he did.
Think
Correct. I do too.
Like conspiration, I do believe Cassie and all the victims.
Yes, correct. I do too.
But I think it's going way further than him, and we will never know. Like Steph, you were talking about the Harry's visa.
Yeah.
Who is really surprised that Harry's visa was hidden?
Wait,
I'm
what's up with
kind of
Harry's
surprised
visa?
to a certain extent, and maybe MLS will be able to explain a little bit more.
Why are
being
you
from
surprised?
LawTube, because with me speaking to John Witherspoon about this whole case and reporting on it, part of me was thinking, okay, really, all that the Heritage Foundation is focused on is essentially two specific questions from the application, right? Paraphrasing here, but have you ever broken the law, and have you ever taken drugs or whatever, right? It's essentially those two questions. So the way that I thought it would all play out it would be released, but some of it would be redacted, right? So it'd be like, okay, we're not going to release the full application to you because you don't need it, right? You're just asking for essentially specific information to two questions. So we'll release that. However, anything within those two questions that hasn't been made public will redact. So it'd be like a little bit of a halfway point, right? The information would be released, but anything that hasn't been made public would be redacted to A, protect Prince Hazard's right to privacy based on information that isn't in the public domain, which for better or for worse, he is entitled to that. But B, releasing the information that is already in the public domain that satisfies the Freedom of Information request.
The moment the Biden administration said that they were never going to kick him out, we already knew what the outcome was going to be. Okay, in my head, I'm a cynical person.
That's right. Yes, that's right. You're right.
And so, MLS, what's your reaction to the Heritage Foundation losing and the judge not ruling in the way that I expected him to rule, really, in that respect?
That's because you believe again in, like, in fairness, the law. Like you're a just person.
I don't know enough to comment about it. I'm sorry, Steph. I got to get up to speed on this. But so what it sounds like is Freedom of Information Act request was made, and they only released information that was essentially already known to the public and nothing private. Is that what happened?
So
that's what she was expecting, I think.
Yeah. So essentially, just to give you a little bit of a quick rundown of the whole situation, and before I do so, firstly, MLS, thank you so much for that very, very, very generous donation of $100, guys, to the Survivors Trust. MLS for the win, my friend. Thank you. And he says for Steph to suffer. Thanks.
That's the
I
real
appreciate you too,
motivation.
mate.
I love you. Thank you.
I have my marathon sweatshirt or sweater on right now.
That's
thank
the
you.
real motivation.
In solidarity. Thank you, MLS. And we've got 2 anonymous donations that I believe is from Kate Mariner that I see in the chat. So thank you so much for that. That takes us to a whopping $1,351.30. Guys, we're less than 150 away from $1,500. Who is going to help us get there? Guys, we may soon find out. But MLS, let me give you a little bit of a quick rundown of the whole saga. So Prince Harry releases his book Spare. He admits in Spare his drug past usage, right? Everything that he's taken, the illegal drugs. The Heritage Foundation is a conservative organisation, and they looked at that and they thought, well, hang on a minute. Harry's just admitted to taking drugs in the past. Now, you can look at the examples of Kate Moss, right, who took drugs in the past and was denied entry into the US for years because of it. Nigella Lawson's another example. So the Heritage Foundation then started to sue Biden's government to get sight of this application to find out how did he answer these two questions in particular. A, have you broken any laws? And B, have you ever taken any illegal drugs in the past? Because it's a double-edged sword. If he said yes and was truthful about absolutely everything that he took in the past, then the question to the government is, well, why did you let him in when you haven't let others in for the same thing? Why did you give him special treatment? Why have you bent the rules?
Yeah.
Or what was the special thing about it? Or B, if he didn't put everything in, right, then the question would be, well, hang on a minute. Now that you know that he's lied by omission or lied outright, depending on what he put in that scenario, what are you going to do now? It's a federal offense for him to lie. So what are you going to do next, right? So it's actually a double-edged sword either way for the Biden government, yeah, for this information to be released.
It is, and the bottom line is I don't think they have to under the Freedom of Information Act. So the Freedom of Information Act would apply to public bodies and official acts and things like that. But because you're asking for something specific to an individual's visa application or whatever it was, I don't think it would be covered under that. So I would expect a denial. Even if it's not denied, they can say, you know, if you put the information down, well, why did you treat him differently? Because we have discretion, because we're an administrative agency, part of the executive branch, and we have discretion on enforcing the rules that we want to enforce. Now, it might come with some political backlash, but I don't think there's anything unlawful about saying, nope, you're not getting this information, and we don't have to tell you, and we don't even care if it's true. We can make we can make exceptions. It's like the police officer that decides not to pull over a dozen speeders, but pull over that one. So that's what I would expect, is the government to say no. And even if he did put that information down, we can still make exceptions because we can. Is that what they did? I don't know the outcome.
So the outcome was, it was a rejection. The Heritage Foundation lost their case. The reason being is because that there was information on the application that is not in the public sphere. And so with Prince Harry having a right to privacy, they declined the Heritage Foundation's request. Now, the Heritage Foundation, they argue, well, hang on a minute. Prince Harry threw away his right to privacy when he released Spare and disclosed his past drug usage. So at this point, it's in the public interest to find out if the government have actually upheld the law or not when it comes to visa applications. They're arguing that it's in the public interest to find out what actually happened with the entry of Prince Harry. Now, this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
If there's stuff on there that's not in the public domain, I do not expect that to be out. Everyone has a right to privacy no matter what, right? Even if you're Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, whatever, yeah? But the bit that is already out in the public domain by Hazard's hand himself, that's what the Heritage Foundation wants to find out, if he actually put that on the application or not. It's already out there. The right to privacy is thrown away because he's done it himself.
Yeah,
his lawyer had told everyone. I'm so sorry. His lawyer had told the world that Spare had exaggeration in it. So even then, at that point, then it's not anymore. It's not like, you know, a true confession.
Not non-fiction, it's fiction.
Right.
Exactly.
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm trying to rack my brain for a legal argument here that would justify releasing this information.
Mm-hmm.
And because it pertains to a private individual, and they're getting their visa to come into the country, I don't see where, in the grand scheme, I mean, every tax dollar spent is of public concern, right? But you don't have a cause of action as an individual to sue the government to say, you know, you're spending tax money wrong, or I want to know exactly where it, you know, you don't have the ability to do that. I think the same would apply here. It would be, and just because it's the federal government, not the state government, but say, for example, there was an adoption proceeding right? Which is a private matter, but it is a public concern because we want to make sure children are cared for. You still don't have access to that information if you wanted to, sue the courts or sue the government to get copies of those court records. It's still private because it's revealing private information that's not necessarily part of the public. Yes, everything that the government does is of a public concern to some extent, but I just don't think it rises to that level. And I'm unaware of a law or a legal argument that would get you there. But again, I'm just sort of hearing about it and I haven't done my research. But that's my gut instinct, is that you wouldn't be able to get that stuff.
I don't think the intent from the Heritage Foundation was actually to get that information. I think the optics are bad, making it look like the Biden administration is protecting elitist people.
Political reasons.
Sounds like
Yeah.
It's a very political argument, and it was good that they filed it for political purposes. But on a legal side of things, I just don't see where they have a cause of action. But it was great to get it out there.
It's great to
be
get
like,
it out there.
Hey,
because
did you actually look into this?
Yeah, the narrative is if you're a rich white European person, you get in legally, and it's the party claiming not to be like that. So it's fantastic.
The problem is that the Biden administration
we continue any further, I just want to pause this conversation because, guys, let's not forget we're raising money for the Survivors Trust, and the next raffle royal goodie giveaway is going to be starting in a moment. And oh yes, do you want a piece of this, guys? The coronation biscuit tin from the king. Andrea,
Nice.
oh, no. I want to leave that for later on. That's like a jewel in the crown moment. That one, love. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, who wants a piece of literal history? The king's coronation biscuit tin. Now, this thing retails at £12, which is about $13-14. But guess what? Oh, you want a piece of this history? Minimum donation of $5. This raffle's going to start in a moment, and it'll be lasting for 5 minutes. Who wants a piece of King's coronation history? Well, we're going to start this raffle in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! The raffle has officially begun. You will now have 5 minutes to win yourself. Yes, the King's coronation biscuit tin retails for £12, which is about $13-14, but a minimum of $5 will get you a raffle ticket, so you could potentially win this. So who wants this? Let me know in the live chat. Let me know in the live chat if anyone wants this. But yeah, in the meantime,
Steph, real quick, I gotta get going, but could I say a couple things?
Please go for it.
Okay, so first, listen, if you guys get Steph to 5K, that's the goal, correct?
Yes.
I will do a marathon as well. And I
nice.
will also make an event for the same charity, if you don't mind, with Steph's blessing. And then when I pass that marathon, because I will, all right, I will make it. That's why I'm gonna challenge Juan to be the next guy to do a half marathon. So have we started the fire?
The fire has started, but you need to actually donate on the link. So
that's what you meant.
For those, that want to
marathon.
actually enter this raffle, the link is pinned right at the top of the live chat. $5 minimum, and you guys are in a chance to win a piece of history, the King's coronation biscuit tin. Yes. Get it. Completely unopened as well, of course. See it there, completely unopened. So, yeah, there you go. But my goodness, some of you are already fighting over this. So, who wants this? Let me know in the live chat. Go for it.
Everybody wants it. So listen, when Steph gets to 5, I'm going to do a half, and then I'm going to make Juan, challenge you to take that challenge. That being said, one more thing, Steph. Remember that track, the diss track, the Meghan Markle diss track? Was that 10,000 views?
Yes.
All right. I'm just so you all know, I helped create that.
Yes.
With Brandon and Steph's voice was on there as well. And I have a DJ channel that I'm gonna pimp real quick. It's on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/DJ Lewis Love. Some people are passing the link in your comments. Thank you very much. You want to listen to more music and stuff? I'm working on another one. I don't know what it is, but we gotta have Steph say some crazy shit so I could sample it and then make another track, a follow-up to that, to the Meghan Markle diss track. All right, so hopefully you all like it. Steph, you're gonna kick ass here with the half marathon. There's no doubt in my mind. So I'll be watching next week.
Yay.
Let's do
Bye-bye.
it. Thank you so
All
much,
right,
Lewis.
everyone.
Take care. Bye,
Everyone's
honey.
lovely. Thank you.
Bye. All right, so guys, you've just got 2 minutes left to join in and enter the raffle to win a piece of history, the King's Coronation Biscuit Tin. 1 minute 48 on the clock right now. A few of you fighting over this. Who's going to win? We'll find out shortly. But yeah, guys, let's continue with the Harry and Meghan conversation here, in particular Prince Harry and his visa situation. I do expect the Heritage Foundation to appeal. But MLS, I mean, I know you've been racking your brains from what you said earlier on. Do you think there is any kind of, let's say, legal argument where they could win on an appeal if they did do that?
You know, we're talking about also an immigration court system that sort of kind of makes up its own rules as it goes and with the administration. I think the strongest thing against them winning is the fact that this is all run through the administrative branch of the federal government, so the presidency, and there's just a lot of discretion there. Think about, you know, documents pertaining to even assassinations of presidents, right? Those documents weren't released but for 30, 40 years later, even though everyone sort of had a public interest in that. So just given that, I in the tradition of the courts kind of keeping these things private, the whole standing issue, was the standing issue raised? I don't know if the standing issue was raised at all, but I just don't see it happening. I might be surprised, and I haven't looked into it, but just again, from just sort of a gut instinct, I just don't see it happening.
Well, can I say something? Because I honestly think, because the information I got, there's been like snoopers in the last 6 months, and it was alleged that 2 of those private investigators were hired by the palace. So, and it is all to do with Harry and trying to, you know, soften the image and make sure that all this stuff with his residency in Montecito would work out. So they're willing to cover up everything. Like, they are.
Yeah, I mean, but he's is he considered a private citizen now because he's relinquished his?
No, he's got, I don't think he's got dual citizenship. He's
Just resident.
basically, yeah.
No, but I mean, he's not a part of the royal family, right?
Well, no, he is. He still is. However,
Okay.
what happened was the Queen could not pay for his IPP. They couldn't. She
Yeah.
said, we can't pay for it. Like, you're gonna have to get your own security, and that's the way it works. It works that way. It, you know, they can't afford it, right? Well, they can't afford it, so whatever. But so when he decided to split, then he lost all ties. Even though he still holds the prince title, he lost all ties, everything. So he moved to, you know, California, and here he is. Like, so whatever happened with his stuff, it's definitely being covered up. I know it is.
Well, I know, but that's what I mean is that he's not like he's not here on official government capacity, right?
He is on a visa A1. I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
So a visa A1 is the diplomatic visa.
So he is here on a diplomatic visa.
No.
So that
No.
He was
That
for
makes-
a year, I think.
So-
and then after, now he works for Better Up.
Yeah, because the rumors are that he initially came on a diplomatic visa,
Mhm.
but on a diplomatic visa, you're not allowed to work. You're not allowed to have a job. But he does have a job officially with Better Up. So his visa obviously had to change. Whatever visa he's on, no one knows. But
So we're
I would
talking
bet
about
$1
though
million
his
it's not diplomatic anymore.
we're talking about his original A1 visa application.
Yes.
That's what they're
Yes.
looking for.
Yeah.
So that changes things a little bit, I think. But again, I haven't dived into it at all. But because he's here on an official capacity, it's a diplomatic visa. That might actually change the legal analysis a little bit. But again,
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
If
Just
if,
because
if it is on an A1 visa application, then what would you say different then? Why would it
Yeah.
change?
well,
He
because
has security.
because we're not talking about a private citizen's visa application coming into this country, which would be private. We're talking about a diplomat's
Yeah. That's
governmental official role application coming into this country, and that
correct.
therefore makes it not necessarily a private issue. It makes it a
Right.
public issue because we're not diving into just some random, when Steph came here, we're not diving into her visa application as a private citizen. We're
Yes.
diving into an official government or representative of the government. So I think that might change the standard of review, if it were.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that actually makes total sense. It's like,
And that's why there is a problem, and it became political, is because the Biden administration came out and said that they were never going to kick him out. And then Trump came out and said, maybe I'm going to kick him out. So it just, if everyone had just been quiet and just let the thing goes to court, then it wouldn't have become political. But like, the Biden administration felt the need to say he will be protected. And that's why when he goes to New York and stuff like that before, it was the people from New York that were paying for his security.
yes,
So that's
and
why people were mad.
that's right. And then what happened, like, before they went there, it was Canada. Like, we were supporting them. Like, we were protecting them.
Yeah, they
And-
cost us $300,000.
Well, actually, it was $750,000 a week.
A UP.
A week.
Wow.
So
Like,
that so because
Oh.
public but you can't sue the government because you don't like the way your tax dollars are being spent.
Right.
That's just
Right.
so that's the sort of thing. So you can't get like, well, we're spending public money on this, therefore we have a right to know. Again, I don't want to say anything and
I know.
have you guys think that I'm talking about what something I know, because I haven't looked at this at all.
No, it's understandable.
I'm just
but
trying to like work it through in my mind, and I just think that because we're talking about government agencies and their interactions, which we're talking about with an A1 visa,
yes,
then it should be more accessible, whether or not it is. Maybe some things are redacted. Maybe we redact,
yes.
social security
A
numbers, whatever,
lot
things
are
like that.
redacted.
Juan,
But-
yeah.
One to add? Yeah, no, I was actually thinking over here. It sounds like there's going to be a lot of interaction between the fact that we've got the like you mentioned with like immigration services and whoever's been working with the administering the visas here. The crazy thing about that is that with the actual lawsuit itself already having been like taken down, and with the government already coming out saying that they're not going to be like deporting or kicking Harry out on there. They probably think that with the FOIA request, with the Freedom of Information Act request that they put out, they probably think they already satisfied the needs of what was requested. If the Heritage Foundation had probably phrased the request and actually detailed information of what specifically they wanted to find out, maybe there would be a way for them to be able to argue, oh well, the government didn't give us the information that we were requesting. However, since the phrasing in the request that was made by the Heritage Foundation was as broad as it was, that gave the government plenty of leeway to be able to wiggle out of that. Now, the way that are they definitely going to appeal? Absolutely, and I don't think that this is a matter of it being like a private citizen concern. This does seem like it was nothing more than a political ploy from the Heritage Foundation of, look how they're protecting the rich people who are coming in from Europe, and this is how horrible and corrupt it is. Whereas at the same time, like look at who's actually submitting these requests. It's the Heritage Foundation. Well, as I said,
Correct. Yeah.
2025, the better. But the point of that is that it feels like to a lot of folks who are looking at this situation, it feels like the Heritage Foundation is trying to grasp at straws, and they're hoping that there'll be enough public outcry after with Heritage Foundation trying to appeal that in order to get people more invested in that interest. And I'll bet you this time next month that the entire case, the entire situation, nobody's gonna peep a word out of it afterwards.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because
No, I
that's
think you're spot on.
exactly what's gonna happen.
Hey, I gotta jump. I'm gonna go do some dinner with the kids. But I was happy to redirect over to your awesome fundraising stream. I tweeted it out as well, and I'm excited to have you run a half marathon. I run for the hardware. That's all. I hate running. I hate it. I don't hate running. I like the idea of running, and then when I do it, I absolutely hate it. But I like the medal at the end. So I always say I run for the hardware. But that's awesome. Congratulations. And hopefully you meet your goal. I'll keep tweeting it out as we go.
Well, do you know what? Even if we don't, we've raised a whopping $1,351.30 so far. That is a lot of money for a charity that really does need it. So thanks to everyone so far that's contributed, including MLS. That was very, very generous of you, my friend. Please, everyone, I know the mods have been sharing it. Do subscribe to MLS, one of my mates over on LawTube. I appreciate you, my friend. I need to come onto your channel again. I loved the Lego one that we did. I need to get another Lego set.
Yes, you do. You need to come back on. Actually, so December 7th is our season finale.
Oh.
It's our last show for the year. If you're at all interested, maybe you want to join us and a few other people. And we're going to do like sort of a season finale kind of wrap up of the Lego streams.
Dude, I'm there. All right. Just remind me nearer the time because I got a brain like a goldfish, but I'm already there. I will get my Lego set prepped for it and ready, and we'll do it. It was so much fun.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks again. Take care, everybody.
Take care, mate.
Bye. Bye.
Now, before we continue, Lisa's saying that we've raised more. Really? Let's refresh this.
We need to.
Whoa! Okay, yeah, we have. We've jumped up to £1,384.30.
Oh my God, that's awesome!
Come on, guys. We are so getting there. Wow. Before we continue any further, though, the winner of the historic King's Coronation biscuit tin is Kate Mariner. Well done, Kate. Woo!
Yeah.
Appreciate your face. Thank you.
Bravo.
So much for joining in on that particular raffle. Again, all the raffles during this stream, no affiliation, endorsement, whatever, nothing to do with YouTube. It's affiliate. So any company is linked to YouTube. It's got no to do with them. It's just me. It's just little old me, guys. But a couple of people to thank who have contributed so far to such a worthwhile cause. We've got one show saying gotta show some love. Appreciate you, my friend. Kate Mariner, and also as well Tyrana. Hey up, Tyrana. Saying much love to all. Much love to you too. But yes, congratulations to Kate for winning the biscuit tin. Again, I'll be emailing you all in the next 24 hours, all you winners, to get your addresses and get your royal goodies sent off. The next one, what am I going to raffle next? Hang on a minute. Oh, well. Next, do you want... No, Andrea. No. We saved some of the best till last.
It's the crown jewel. It's the end.
It's a crown jewel, Andrea.
I know, but you have to.
We'll do it. But the next thing that we're going to be raffling off, ever want to cook and eat like a king? Well, now you've got an opportunity to do so with the official royal cookbook from Buckingham Palace. Oh, yes. Completely unopened, as you can see here. All wrapped up, brand new, ready for one of you lucky altar nerds out there. Now, if I just bring up the thing for this, hang on. What's it called? Royal cookbook. Oh, it's just making sure I'm not a robot. Oh my goodness, they do have quite a few books on here. Huh? Why? Okay, this is just unnecessarily. Hang on.
It's gone.
No, it's just
Maybe go to book.
Maybe if I just go to books and then
Children
Royal
bookmark collection.
Yeah. I'm going to show you guys what I'm seeing here. Bestsellers. Where is it? Where are you? Oh my goodness. Here we go. I found you. Now, this, guys, is out of stock. Hey up. All right. So, this thing, all right, goes for £12.95, which again, it's 95 pence, which is about, what, $14, $15? Well, guys, I'm going to be doing another raffle for the Royal Cookbook. Again, the minimum donation is going to be $5, but this time we're going to have this raffle on for 10 minutes. So, sold out Royal Cookbook. Anyone want this literally sold out Royal Cookbook? Do you want to cook and eat like the king? Well, here is your chance. Minimum donation of $5. The raffle's going to go ahead for the next 10 minutes and it's going to start in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! The raffle has officially started. Anyone that donates $5 or more in the next 10 minutes, you are in with a shout to win this sold out Royal Cookbook from Buckingham Palace. You want to cook and eat like a king? Well, here is your chance. You can't get it online because it's literally sold out. So here we go, guys. $5 or more and you're in with a shout of winning this little beauty right here. But yeah, guys, so what do you guys think in terms of what MLS was saying about, well, hang on a minute, actually, if he did come in on an A1 visa, then his whole right to privacy situation, and this is my interpretation of it, I may be incorrect, but his whole thing for privacy actually is out of the window because he came in on an A1 visa as a diplomat of sorts, so it is in the public interest because he's working for the people in a way. I've never really heard that argument before. It's a very, very, very shrewd argument, really, to be fair. So what do you guys think to that?
Well, before you guys continue on, I actually do want to say that I actually do need to bounce, but I really appreciate you having me on, Stef the Alternate. Juan's going to be sticking around, of course, but I'm going to go ahead and bounce because there is stuff that I do need to do for the evening. But again, thank you very much for having me on. It's been awesome. And I'm definitely going to keep my eyes open for your marathon, for your half marathon next week.
For her suffering, you mean?
For my suffering, exactly.
Well, suffering for art is one thing, but suffering for charity,
Suffering for
true
a cause.
Exactly. See, there you go, there you go. Well, Jose, thank you so much for jumping on. Wancho, I appreciate you sticking around for a little while longer. Everyone, check out the Ravens flock. We'll be discussing something in a minute, Wancho, that I think you definitely are going to be interested in. But Jose, thank you so much. Appreciate your face. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good one, guys.
All right. In the meantime, we are 7 minutes and 50 seconds in. And wow, you guys are definitely fighting over this Royal Cookbook that, guys, is literally sold out. You cannot get this anywhere else but here right now. Exclusive. Stef the Alternate channel. Completely brand new. Wrapped up. Never opened. For one lucky winner out there. All of it goes 100% to the Survivors Trust. So get in on this right now. Your only opportunity to get this. Because it's sold out.
Like, woo! if I didn't already tap myself out trying to bid for the biscuit tin for what I'm spending, I'd be bidding on this right now. I'm a foodie. Any of you guys who've had me on Andy's channel, sometimes you guys, or with Lewis, these guys would actually see me streaming in from the kitchen preparing dinner for everyone. So
that's so cool.
As a foodie, I would definitely be all over this, like white on rice. Like,
dude,
guys want
then
this.
do it.
Man of
I can. I'm a little. I spent the last of my petty cash on trying to go in for the other charity.
Fair enough. Sometimes if you don't ask, you don't get. But fair play, fair play.
I'll live. It's all right.
Okay, so something for Wancho here. So on the Ravens flock, they do discuss quite a number of things. Mainly though, wrestling. And dude, I've watched all of Mr. McMahon now.
Oh no,
Okay,
you
you've
didn't.
seen it.
You did not. You did not.
Oh,
Lord,
yes,
you
I
saw
did.
it all. Okay.
Oh yes, I
God.
did.
First off, I'm sorry that
Yes,
you didn't see
so
it
am
all.
I.
'Cause that's a blasted disaster.
Hello,
Yes.
Jeff.
Hey.
Legal Vices in the chat. Sorry,
How we
Wancho.
doing?
Legal Vices has just jumped in. We'll get to the Mr. McMahon conversation in a moment, but Legal Vices making his appearance. I'm loving that hat.
It's my Timu bowler had to do it. You know,
I love it. I love it. And I also want to publicly apologise. I was due to go on
What's
to your last Epic Friday. My
Ah.
intention was that I fell asleep and bloody forgot, didn't I?
Well,
What
it was
an
only what, 2
absolute
a.m. your
moron
time. It's
I am.
understandable.
I'm
It's
so
2 a.m. your
sorry.
time. Come on.
I'm so sorry. I fell
So-
asleep and I forgot. I can't believe
Don't
I
expect
did that.
anyone to show up at 2 a.m. my time. So I mean, it was 2 a.m. your time. So
I know,
totally
but still.
understandable.
But still. But how was the last Epic Friday? Any highlights?
It's just the new format is much more enjoyable and relaxing, and the fact that I remember it all is kind of a highlight in and of itself. So that's this was a product of our previous one with the $100 Temu shopping spree. Do you have any idea how hard it is to spend $100 on Temu?
Really?
Seriously, everything's so cheap there. It's so affordable. What the heck?
You must have just rebuilt your house with $100
Yeah.
on Temu.
Seriously. But hey, I got this fancy bowler for I think it was about $3. Feels like a $3 hat too.
Look really sophisticated.
Oh, yeah.
It looks sharp, looks smart, suits you.
I knew I'd have a use for it being on Stef's show. You know, I have to have an English bowler hat.
Figures.
We're going to the Derby there, you know, so we got to go.
I absolutely love it. But actually, now that we've got someone else, one of my other mates from LawTube on, I would love to ask your opinion. Have you been following the Prince Harry visa kind of trial saga situation?
Through you.
All right. Okay. Well, the update is that the ruling came down from the judge and the Heritage Foundation lost. They're not releasing Prince Harry's visa application because there's something in it that is not in the public domain. So Prince Harry's overriding right for privacy basically overruled the Heritage Foundation's request and it was denied. Now, there's two things here that I kind of am thinking, well, hang on a minute, I'm going to kick back on it. The first one is, well, I always expected the judge to rule like this. The two questions that Heritage Foundation are interested in is essentially, did you break any laws and did you take any drugs, right? Or spread them around this, that, and the other, okay? So I was expecting the judge to be like, right, you're not going to get the full application. You're only going to get really what you're requesting, okay? And what's already in the public domain. Because Prince Harry put that in the public domain himself with spare with his previous past drug usage, right? If there's anything in those answers that he's not put in the public domain, I would expect them to be redacted. So kind of a bit of a middle way ground there to release something that's already in the public domain as to how he answered the questions that jives with what he wrote in spare. And anything that he didn't write in spare is not public would be redacted. They didn't do that.
Always hidden. Always hidden.
Yeah, but secondly, MLS had a really, really good point. Now, it's never been confirmed, but the rumours are that Prince Harry initially came to the United States under the A1 visa, the diplomatic visa. So MLS actually turned around and said something that I've never heard this argument before. He's like, well, hang on a minute, that changes things. Prince Harry then doesn't have a right to privacy because he came in as a public figure in like politics, the diplomatic kind of situation. So it is in the public interest for the
Not
people to
really.
know, as a diplomatic, how he answered those questions in the first place, because he's essentially working for the people under a diplomatic visa kind of situation. I'm paraphrasing there, and he explained it better than me, of course. But what do you think to all that? What's your reaction to that, Legal Vices?
No. Oh, you go ahead, but I know it's wrong, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know that would be entitled to his personal and private information that he uses to fill out the application form.
Correct.
It still is his private information that even he has to sign a waiver to allow the visa people to consider it and to look into it. But I would guess it's probably the druggy bits. Maybe not so much what he did previously in the past, because if you exclude visas for anyone that's ever done drugs, nobody's coming to America. But perhaps it may have been something that he was reprimanded for, investigated for. Maybe it happened in the U.S. Maybe there were some druggy bits that occurred in the U.S. that people knew about.
It happened at Courtney Cox's home.
Yeah. Yeah, he mentioned that, didn't he? That he took shrooms at Courtney Cox's home.
Yeah, and I mean, he's going to have some level of diplomatic immunity, but that doesn't mean you have to let them back in again. And I think it's probably just a result of the public outcries. Like, okay, I don't get a visa, I don't get to come in, I don't get to do this. Why is he being treated differently just because he's in this position of presumed power? I think that it's probably a little grassroots movement that's bringing it all up, and I think it's absolutely correct to bring it up if it's the drug issue. I don't know what else it would be.
No, it's the drug issue. That's what they keep on saying, because
Definitely
there
drug
he
issue.
he admitted it, but then his lawyer came out and said that spare was an exaggeration, because the Heritage Foundation, they were like, spare is a confession because it's supposed to be a biography.
Right.
So then you're admitting that you did drugs before you were on that A1 visa. But then now his lawyer said, oh no, that's an exaggeration. And then the Biden administration came out and say, we are never kicking him out. And then Trump put some oil on it to say that, oh no, if it's me, I may kick him out. So it just became like that snowball effect, when clearly he was never going to be deported, nor was it going to do anything.
No, it'll never happen. He's part of the royal family. It'll never happen, ever.
It'd be the same thing as if you had the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia or the Prime Minister of Japan, if you had either of them deciding to take up residence here in America.
Exactly. But Harry is the only one who is intelligent enough to actually do a biography saying that he's taking drugs.
What? Intelligent? What?
You know, that's why, because he admitted it. And if it's a biography, then it's the truth.
No.
But if it's a fiction, then it's not the truth.
I've ever met.
Here's the trouble, though. It's not as if he wrote his biography under penalty of perjury. It's not as if he was sworn in a court of law saying you need to tell the truth in this written biography.
Exactly.
So that's the problem on there. You can make the argument that there are exagerations or there are fabrications.
No. I know, but he's
that's the problem. You may not like it, but you can make that.
You also have this thing in law where if you make a statement against your own interest, it's given more credibility than if you had if I accuse Stef of doing something wrong. That may or may not have credibility, but if I admit to doing something that carries potential criminal liability, you go, okay, that must be true, because why would he say something that stupid unless it was true?
He even said that he talked to the toilet bowl, and he talked to the moon, and the moon told him that Meghan was coming. So that was like a lot of drugs.
Sorry.
Those are some pretty interesting conversations he's having with his toilet bowl, if that's the case. Okay, I understand the point.
I never had such a nice conversation with my toilet bowl.
I had no idea that country western music actually pertained to toilet bowls, but
Oh
apparently it
yes.
does. I had the runs this morning. It made
Oh
my
no!
But who did any of you read Spare? Because Spare is hilarious.
Oh my!
No,
lordy.
no.
I
Would
just heard
not.
the obvious audible clips
got-
that were made of it.
I've
Yeah.
already have a tenuous grasp on reality as it is. I don't think I need to destroy more brain cells like that. I had me on a few days ago talking like about this sort of stuff, and I felt like I think I need to bring this up to my therapist next week because this is just too much crazy for me to handle.
Steph,
Well-
tell me you read Spare. Tell me you read Spare too,
Of
and we
course
suffered
I read
together.
Spare.
We
It's my
suffered
job
together,
to
I
read
knew it.
Spare and read the absolute BS. And it'll not be my job to read Meg's memoir when that comes out. And anyone that's saying she's not doing it, you're deluding yourself.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
doing
Oh my
a
God, the
memoir.
stupidity,
It's
of
coming
course.
out. Wait for
course.
more BS to come out, all right?
I can't wait for that to go in the bin.
Oh my goodness, that's just gonna go nuts.
Yeah,
But
grab it
before
at the
we
discount bin at
continue,
your local Dollar Tree.
well, before
Yep.
we
They
continue,
will.
the winner of the literal sold out royal cookbook, technically it's coming up as anonymous, but when I look at the email, okay, all I'm gonna say is, oh, hang on a minute, where am I? There we go. All I'm gonna say is fairy gem tubes. Fairy gem tubes, whoever you are, you have won the literal sold out royal cookbook. You can now cook and eat like a king, queen, princess, prince, whatever you want to do. This cookbook is now for you. Wing its way over. Thank you so much for
Congratulations.
taking part
Yeah, there
in
we
that
go.
raffle.
Woo!
Congratulations, Fairy Gem Tubes. Appreciate your face. And a couple of thanks to Meg, who've donated. Firstly, Andy, my big brother Andy, what an absolute enormous, generous donation of $200. I love you, my big brother. Thank you so much. Saying go, Steph. Oh, it's happening. Anonymous, thank you. Lizzie B, thank you so much for your contribution, saying donating for a good cause. Yes, you are all donating to a good cause, you guys. And that good cause is, yes, it is. Wow, why is that all of a sudden gone? Hang on a minute. Why is that happening? Why is that all of a sudden dark? Okay, a couple of...
I'm here.
a little bit of a issues there. Let me just try and sort that out.
No, hold on. I'll turn the lights up. Hold on.
Yes, Andrea, we
Are
don't
you
see
going to be
you well.
auctioning? Are you going to be auctioning off Megan's jammy bits or?
Oh.
What jammy bits? What are we talking about here?
Don't want to know, but here we are. We are back. So yes, now you can
Her
see it on the
lovely royal
screen.
jam.
Sorry
No.
for the.
Yeah, let's actually throw off a t-shirt with, because this is the transfer. Like, give that.
If you just bear with me one moment, guys, I've actually got someone at the door. I think Mr. Fox has ordered some food. If you just bear with me one moment, please speak amongst yourselves. Thank you.
Sure, yes, please, by all means, eat some.
Anyway, yeah.
How long can Jeff? I'm so sorry. How long can someone have like a A1 visa?
I have no
That's
idea.
actually, you know why? I don't know about the US, but I think it's probably 3 years. 3 years. And then after that, they have they have to figure
I
out.
know a lot of times it's for the it's for the tendency of their if it's an
Correct,
ambassador,
yes,
it's how long their
yes.
ambassadorship is
That's
at their
right.
consulate. But when you're just sort of a lifelong person, I have no idea. I guess
I don't
5,
think,
10 years.
yeah,
I
I
have
don't
no
think
clue.
that would happen, right? Like,
Yeah, I have no idea.
like that. Can I smoke on this?
She's not here. Go ahead.
If I'm reading this right, I hope you'll pardon me. I'm used to doing live research on our show over here. It's showing over here if you receive an A1 visa with an indefinite period of validity, then you are permitted to stay in the United States for as long as you continue to occupy your official government position. If you resign from your government
Oh.
your visa expires, you are required to return to your home country. So it's possible that Prince Harry's visa may be indefinite because he's a member of the royal family.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, because the visas would be 5 years? I think max. Correct?
I think that like a standard visa would be maximum of 3 to 5 years, depending if it's a work visa or anything like that. This is just what specifically telling me about A1 visas. How long is an A1 visa valid?
You're not even allowed to work in the U.S. And then we haven't even gone into archewell, which you guys know. You all know that's going down. Like,
I don't think it's going down. It's archewell is protected.
It's pretty shady, girl. It
is really shady, but it's protected by shady people.
It's like 90%, right, is legal that goes to their pocket, and that other percentages go like to the fund. That's horrible. Like, who does that?
Harry and Meghan.
Thank you.
Geniuses.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. Just, I don't like that sort of stuff. That just, you know, when you think about all that stuff, and then you think about, you know, the elephant thing, like, she got
the
that
elephant
right.
thing.
Yeah,
I missed the elephant thing.
No, well, she did like the elephant thing where she was gonna voice the voice of Pearl, and all the money would go to the elephant fund to help the elephants. And guess what? Disney sent her all the money, and did it go to the elephants? No, it didn't.
I'm sure she pledged it like Amber Heard did, though.
Oh, yeah,
she loved pledging.
Well, I pledged it. Yeah, I pledged it. Like, how stupid are these people? They think we're all idiots.
That's why she doesn't want to take out the financial paper of 2023. Jeff, good question. Is that normal that your financial paper? Well, I know I'm asking a lot of questions.
Okay, listen. You know what? Those financial papers are actually supposed to be made public, right? Mm-hmm. And so she's really screwed it up. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, they have until April 30 normally to give those paper, but those paper are not coming out. So
they had until around about the 13th of May to submit their latest. However, it looks like they've been granted an extension, and so we should get the release of their new Form 990 in sometime in November. My problem, and the question that I've got, because I got this from John Witherspoon, but the question that I've got around all of this is, why would they need an extension in the first place? And the reason why I asked that is because I actually have been a financial secretary for a charity, okay? And I used to have to, every single year, do the charity's taxes and submit them. And I did it on time.
Sorry.
In full.
You're sorry, Jeff.
No, don't be. I'm used to forms. I love doing forms, right?
Me too.
That's the compliance nature in me. But I used to do them every year without fail, on time, in full. Never had to ask for an extension once, right? And this is a small little charity, all right, that earns less than £50,000 a year, okay? You've got a big organisation like Archewell, okay? And they can't submit their 990 in time, and they have to ask for an extension. And so the question that everyone should really be asking is why? And they've been doing this for years now. They've never really submitted them in time. It's always been on an extension. And I wonder why that is, why there is no actual organisation within the company to actually submit these forms on time.
Well, they can either be like me. They can be like me and just be really lazy and procrastinating.
No,
Or
did you,
it was
Steph?
mostly-
Did you?
idiots.
yeah,
That's
with
Legal
what-
mostly the
Vices,
deal
go
is
for it, mate.
people-
I want to hear from you.
mostly people will just look and go, oh, that doesn't look good. How can we massage these numbers to look better and to cost less and to not like some of this is supposed to be going to the elephant fund. How can we make it look like it went somewhere? But you try to massage them a little bit, perhaps.
Did anyone
Need
watch
more
those
time.
financial paper from 2021 and 2022?
Yes, I did.
What did you think of them? Because I did a really deep dive on those papers.
So did I.
Mhm.
So did I. And obviously, the funds all they were all excavated. They were like pulled right out of there. Like there was nothing to show for it. As a matter of fact, when I did the deep diving on the charities that they were supposed to help,
Mhm.
those people are suffering right now. Like soup kitchens, like food kitchens, like they're suffering. Like this is bull. It's nonsense.
And sometimes you need a little extra time to make it look better.
Unfortunately, you're right. It comes down to trying to work out as many tax law loopholes as you possibly can.
Yes. It's called Welcome to Delaware.
Right?
Yeah.
How many of these blessed charities
Snap.
are all officed in Delaware? It's so ridiculous.
Yep.
No, but sincerely, like doing a deep dive on those
I did.
financial papers will tell
I
you
have all of
everything you
them.
need to know. Yeah,
If you want them, I'll send them to you.
I have them too.
Well, the thing is,
I
right,
have a
if they're-
financial degree. I'm obsessed with those papers.
if they're trying to wait to make the figures look better, okay, Legal Vices, they have failed over the years to do that anyway. I mean, the last one that was released, my goodness,
22.
the male
Brutal.
executive gets paid like 3 times more than the female executive that pretty much does the same thing. But makes
Yeah.
it all about women's equality and feminism, this, that, and the other. Yeah, come on, the female executive gets paid 3 times less than the male executive that pretty much has the same role.
And another man that is in a lower
Yeah.
employment than her. He's
Right.
paid 142,000, and the woman is paid $92,000.
Yeah.
And the man that is in the same position as her is paid $237,000.
And see, just these numbers you've just thrown shows you what's wrong with a lot of these celebrity charities. You just mentioned 3 people that together is $1 million right off the top.
Correct.
Plus
Yeah.
benefits, plus packet, travel, plus stipends,
correct.
plus this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And all that good jazz. Work usage of the company penthouse, whatever it is. Yeah, it's
Correct.
all those kind of things are just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, when you look at the financial paper, every year there's a $700,000 that is spent on our Harry and Meghan for writing speeches. Those financial papers are a gold mine.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
What do
I
you
hope
think?
you'll pardon me. I hope you'll pardon me. I think you may have just fried a synapse up here. 700 grand.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Every year for
Yeah.
them to write speeches.
That it goes to them for speech writing.
Exactly,
Yes.
because they show up and do nothing.
Slush fund.
Yeah, they don't
fund.
show up and do
Wait,
good.
no.
Not like what
wait,
we're doing here
no,
for charity. They show up and do
wait.
good charity stream. No. They show up and do nothing.
That's
Exactly,
that's what it is. Show up
exactly.
and do
That's
nothing.
just heinous. Oh my lord.
Oh yes, and they are ready to put themselves in a deficit. And in the first year, they received $14 million. They spend as grant $3 million. Where is the $9 million? No idea. We never see that
Where did
9
it go?
million reappear.
Correct.
Do we have any receipts? Is there any transaction record? Is there any
It's-
record where it was paid out to them? Where did that money go?
It-
Did they just spend it on a very fancy golden rod?
Yeah.
Rod,
Like
not
people
even
are
actually-
saying, there's 4 million missing. There's so much more money missing when you
Oh.
look at those paper. Those paper are so interesting. Like
Girl, if you
they're
don't-
gonna say they gave $300,000 to World Central Kitchen to build community relief center,
that's it.
and then you learn that they just renovated a kitchen in an elementary school.
That's correct. You
Nice.
are absolutely 1000% true in what you said.
It's
And just
written.
for the
I can't.
record,
It's not a conspiracy. That is just written in the papers.
Yes,
You know,
but
if anybody
It
wants
is
me to
true.
write
They
speeches,
did
I'll
that.
do it for 100,000 a year.
you should.
Just
No,
saying.
700,000, not 100,000.
Legal
Clear
advice
they've
for the
got it.
win.
It's clear they've got the money for it. Like, don't sell yourself short. Tell them I'll do it for 650. They'll think they're getting a discount. They'll think
My
that they're getting
God.
a good deal.
And what? Like I swear, those financial.
I
They're
know.
so
You
interesting.
know what? You and I need to talk.
Oh yeah.
We have to talk.
I imagine
Bringing
this is what the
people
IRS does
together,
when
I
they go over
love
my
that.
tax
Now I know how
returns.
you feel, legal vices, when you bring people together. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
such a
Too
heartwarming feeling. What have you been reporting on anyway over on your channel, Legal Vices?
Oh, we just did a 2-week deep dive, 2.5-week deep dive into the the U.S. Coast Guard public hearings into the Titan submersible accident.
Oh
And-
my God, that's amazing because you know what? So I saw the pictures that it was split and it wasn't split in half. It was kind of like split. Is that the truth or
Well,
no?
that was the end cone where all the hardware and equipment is. There's not a lot of room for anything to implode there. But it was weird. It had a ratchet strap around it that nobody's asked about. That makes no
What?
sense. But the rest of it was kind of crushed.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No,
Okay.
it was kind of weird.
Okay,
But
so let me ask you this. So the guy who actually was sitting in a like hotel room and got a phone call and said at 9:10 that the submersible went down and imploded, right? So was that planned? Like what was that? Because
oh boy, I don't even know how this thing made it into the water in the first place. After hearing what came out during the Coast Guard hearings, this thing was a death trap waiting to happen.
That bad, huh?
Well, they were talking about one of their dives. They went down the titanium dome that fits on. It has
Yes.
18 bolts. They only put on 4 of the bolts.
what?
With the idea that, well, if it goes down to pressure, it'll pressurize, and then it'll squish it together, so you don't need the bolts.
You're kidding me.
I may not know a lot about submersible or about naval engineering, but I know you don't want to just like do not even half of the work and leave what is it, 14 other bolts completely empty?
not even a fourth of them. They wanted the people to get in and out faster. But then
Did
when
they
they brought
not
it up
learn from
onto
the Titanic?
No. Well,
No.
it depends how deep into conspiracy land you want to get, and they went really deep in public
Well, they
hearings.
went towards the Titanic, right? To see the Titanic. That was their plan, right?
Well,
Right.
And
okay,
and-
let's get into some really weird conspiracies, shall we? Because we know Steph likes weird conspiracies.
well, like
Please do. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Stockton Rush, and this was actually stuff that was testified to in
Right.
Coast Guard public hearings. Stockton
Okay.
Rush is a direct descendant of 2 signers of the
Yes.
Declaration of Independence,
Oh,
a Mr.
okay.
Stockton and a Mr. Rush. Their
Yeah.
children married each other, and then eventually he comes out. Most of the land that Princeton University is on was donated by the it was either the Stocktons or the Rush. I think it was the Stockton family. Donated a huge chunk of the land that Princeton University is on. His grandmother has a performing arts center named after her.
Wow.
The New Jersey governor's mansion was built by either the Stocktons or the
Wow.
Rushes. They have roads named after them. So he has like his 200-year legacy of
No
his
shit.
family
No.
being big shots in that area. And again, this came out in the Coast Guard hearings. His father was from I can't remember from when, but he died on a mysterious date of January 1st, 2000.
Really?
His father was president-elect of the Bohemian Grove Club.
Okay, that's where we're gonna go ahead.
Okay, so
And
what?
Stockton Rush
Okay,
was a
but what's
member.
that? Okay, hold on. I'm
Oh,
gonna turn the light on.
the,
You guys
the-
can't see
oh,
me.
the Bohemian Grove. It's the deal that made Alex Jones. Investigate. It's the world leaders, politicians, royalty from around the world, the thinkers, the money bags. That they all have their little secret.
Bergs and the royalists and
Yeah.
the socialists are all in there.
And they have this pageant every year where they do a mock human sacrifice to a 3,000-year-old owl god
Oh my
Moloch.
god!
But it's wild, and this came out in the Coast Guard hearing, and you're just like, wow, okay.
Thank you
So
for
the-
the alcohol.
Crazy.
Yeah, so the guy's deal was he intentionally knew it was because he's the CEO of the company, but he insisted on going down on every dive.
Yes, he did.
Which was unnecessary. So the guy was saying he did it because he was sort of a nobody in the Stockton Rush family, and therefore he knew that this was going to fail at some point. He wanted to be on board when it did fail, not if, when it did fail, so he could go down in history as the most renowned and remembered of the Rush and Stockton line.
So
What? He
went there with the intent to go ahead and kick the bucket underwater.
Yeah,
No, he was an idiot because he was using parts that with their with Game Boys or whatever the hell
He was using an Xbox controller.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Like who does that?
So that's what we did for the last 2.5 weeks.
And you
But,
know
I mean,
what? And then putting people in there to pay that kind of amount of money to kill themselves unalive themselves was stupid.
But that controller was that ironically the least of the problems.
Really?
This guy was going through, he was saying that the prototype, they wrapped it with carbon fiber, and this beautiful Scottishman, he was a Scotsman, David Lockridge, that was involved in lawsuits.
Yeah.
The guy was he's pure Scotch.
I know, I've seen his
taking zero shiz from anybody.
Yep.
And he was saying they rolled this 5 inches of carbon fiber, but he was still shining like a torch through the back of it, and you could see holes in it. And he said they took this thing out. They just covered it in a parking lot and sprayed it with truck bed liner to plug the holes.
Oh my lord!
No.
Yeah. And
they
stored the actual Titan submersible for 7 months in a parking lot, in a random Canadian parking lot, uncovered for 7 months during the winter.
Oh, do you think it's probably near Nova Scotia? Yes, it was, because that's where the Titanic is.
And it may have been hit by lightning at one point.
Wow.
They stored the high pressure oxygen tanks literally adjacent to and touching the unshielded, uncovered batteries. So sparky bits next to high pressure oxygen.
Yeah, high pressure oxygen that could explode at
my
the spark.
God.
The floor, he said, was essentially made out of the same. It was bought in bulk from Home Depot. The floor was made of the same plastic material that you make plastic cutting boards out of. He said, which ironically emits toxic gases when heated.
Yeah. What is wrong with
okay.
I don't.
The air filter was a plastic tub from Home Depot, like a plastic tote tub with a hole cut in it and a computer fan on top of it. It was wild.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the ballast tanks were an airtight Coast Guard bag with a shop vac hose hot glued onto it. It was wild. So yeah, that's what we were doing, Steph, for 2.5 weeks, just being uncovered some weird stuff. But today's the start of the Sarah Boone trial.
Yeah, they found 2 pieces, right?
Yeah.
So they've
We're
got
back in a moment. Toilet break. Sorry, guys.
What? Go ahead.
Toilet break.
Oh my God. I knew that it was cheap. I knew that the thing was shoddily built, but Lord Almighty, this sounds like something that you'd come up with your buddies on the weekend on a dare.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like this actual real engineering effort.
Yeah,
So
it'd be something that you do at Boy Scouts.
Right?
Yeah, it's wild how poorly this thing was built, and everybody.
That's incredible.
I mean, all these engineers, all these scientists, everybody that had anything to do with it, they all left after. I mean, their same story repeated. We went to Stockton Rush. We told them this was going to kill somebody. We told them this was dangerous and foolish. Well, you're fired. That's kind of how it went.
There you go.
No,
So you know
I'm
why?
sorry.
I don't.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just like that just once again, irrefutable proof. Money doesn't equal intelligence. You could be the
Not at
richest
all.
person
That's
on
right.
earth and
Look at
You're right
Harry.
about
Does
that.
money equal
be a
intelligence?
complete dummy.
Mm?
Holy crap. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd love to actually talk about this more. So, you know, if you got your own stream or whatever, I'd be happy to talk about it because I'm right into that stuff too. So, and I'm happy to be with Steph, and you know what she's doing tonight is freaking amazing
Steph is so
because
awesome.
it's so important that we have people who understand that there is people that go through that, and then you know what, they're like they go through that issue, and then they have to have an after plan. So you know,
Oh, Steph. Oh, no, Steph's not back yet. I gotta remember to be excited when Steph comes back.
Oh,
She
damn,
so
come
came
on.
and left again.
yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
well, now I
but
have to remember to do that. That's the problem.
Bring a memory is
yeah,
like forgetting a thought. No.
Yeah.
my cousin was she was a victim, and
Hmm.
it was somebody from her work she took a ride from, and it was pretty nasty. And
Wow.
anyways, eventually, you know what she did? Because there was no help out there, she actually, you know, unalived herself.
Hmm.
Oh no. Oh man, that is brutal. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm
That's the kind
sorry.
of stuff that we need to help raise money and awareness to help in providing resources for this stuff, because it's not just getting through the act and trying to survive it. It's every day afterward that is the real challenge. That's the real issue of putting your life back together and putting your state of mind back together. If she'd had those resources, if she
Yeah,
had,
and she didn't have anything. Nothing.
and that's
I'm so
Sorry,
sorry, Andrea.
sorry, I'm crying. It's just, you know what? She
don't be
just
sorry.
didn't have anything. And it started off with the police not believing her. And then it went on from there. And anyways, yeah, she's not here anymore. So
I'm so
I'm
sorry, Andrea.
That breaks my heart. I'm so sorry.
no, it's okay. And you know what? She was gorgeous. Like so gorgeous. Oh my god. Like I've got a picture of her and you wouldn't believe how gorgeous she was. She's a beautiful girl. And just
Deserve better. She deserves better.
it is what it is. So I think she'd be happy to know that, you know, I'm like here doing this.
I think you're right.
I'm really sorry.
Man.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just
And like, and this is exactly why we got to actually discuss this stuff. It's no one's going to shame you. No one's going. You do not need to apologize for bringing this stuff up, because this is the reason why Steph is doing this.
Yeah.
This is the reason why we're all together tonight. We've got to bring awareness to this stuff and help raise money in order to help provide the support, the resources, to the contacts, the knowledge that victims of SA can go through and say, like, okay, this part of my life was shattered, but I'm not going to be going through this alone. I'm going to rebuild. I can rebuild. There are people who can help me, people who understand, or at
yes.
least people who are invested.
Exactly. Like I want to see like somebody move on from this. That's so important because I lost my cousin because she died of an overdose. She just couldn't take it. It was horrible. And like I can't get into it with you guys, but I can definitely tell you it was horrible, and this is important, and we have to do this. We absolutely have to do this.
Right on.
And Steph needs to be commended for bringing this this here today
She
and doing
does.
this.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's why we got nothing but love for you, Steph. That's why we respect you. That's why we're thankful for you bringing us here tonight and for bringing awareness to this whole thing and for literally putting your body and your well-being on the line next week when you're going to go ahead and run your half marathon in order to help. That's why you are a badass mofo. I will never take that away from you. You've always had my respect and my love for that, Steph. That's why we are all here for you, and we got nothing but props for you here, Steph.
That's right. And we got to keep this, stream going.
Right.
She's so awesome. She got me to wake up early and come on stream before even before coffee. That's how awesome, Steph.
Well, guys, we've been going on for over 2.5 hours right now for this charity streamathon, and it's nearly coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning. So what? Yeah, I know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one last raffle, a little bit of a mini bonanza. I still have a few goodies left, so we are going to roll over this charity stream for next Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. It'll be the Royal Clubhouse charity fundraiser, and I'll raffle off the rest of the royal goodies at that point for you guys. But yeah, in the meantime, we're going to do a little bit of a bonanza. I'm not going to raffle off just one item. Oh, no. We're going to raffle off 2 royal items. Little bit of a double trouble here. Firstly,
2 gifts for the price of 1 piece. You can't beat that value.
You can't beat that value. No. Firstly, who wants a piece of the real jam? Not Meg's shitty little jam. No. The real jam. The King's strawberry jam. This is what's on offer alongside Double Trouble, guys. Who wants a piece of this little fella? Oh my goodness. Now, for the leader-only stream, for the pre-party charity stream, I raffled off the corgi from Buckingham Palace. Now, this is the Queen's corgi, but from Windsor Castle. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of perspective here, okay? So, the strawberry jam goes for £5, which is about $6, okay? The Windsor Castle corgi puppy, £25. So you're talking a total of maybe $32, $33, right, guys? Well, for the finale we're going to call this part 1, all right, of the charity stream. Part 2 will be on Friday next week, okay?
Totally fair.
Guys, in the next 10 minutes, all right, when this starts, minimum of donation of $10, and you're in a chance of winning both these. The Double Trouble, guys. We got the strawberry jam, the bona fide real strawberry jam from King Charles himself, and we've also got the cuddly corgi. Now, we all know Megsy wants to try and hawk those dog biscuits. Well, guess what? Let's give you the real royal doggy corgis. So anyone that donates a minimum of $10 or more, you guys will be in a chance to win the Double Trouble finale. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Yes, the raffle has started again. All these raffles that have happened in today's charity stream, no affiliation, no link, no endorsement, no nothing whatsoever with YouTube or any of its affiliates or companies or anyone linked with YouTube. YouTube has nothing to do with this whatsoever. It's just me. But yeah, guys, Double Trouble, guys. Combined worth about $32, $33, but a minimum donation of $10, and you're in with a chance of winning both these items for part 1 finale of this charity stream. So get on with that right now, you guys. The link to donate and actually enter this raffle is pinned right at the top of the live chat. So let's get going there. Let's end this out with a bang. In the meantime, talking about conspiracy theories, Wancho, we discussed this on Friday, and Your reaction has become a little bit of a meme. I've seen you, Lisa, clipping his reaction there on YouTube. But
no. Oh no.
So check this out, all right? For conspiracy theory legal vices, all right? Something that's completely out there. So Megxie has allegedly said that she speaks to Princess Diana from beyond the grave, and that Princess Diana's turning around and saying that they're doing the right thing, that Haslam and Megxie are doing the right thing, that Diana completely supports them, this, that, and the other, right? Well, allegedly now, Princess Diana spiritual influence on Megxie grew to an extent that she feels genuinely possessed by and talking to the late Princess of Wales' spirit. An insider noted, Megxie wears Diana's jewellery, has been seen pulling the same doe-eyed demure poses as her, and is now trying to become a philanthropist in an echo of Diana's charity work. It's as if she's channeling a spirit, and it's getting strange. The insider's literally saying that Megxie believes she is genuinely possessed by Princess Diana.
It is getting strange. Wasn't it strange the first time when she put the perfume of Diana on the date with Harry?
Well, maybe Harry likes it doubly now when he gets lotioned up by Meghan.
Oh no, Harry! You know, Harry has some interesting fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
That's some Oedipus Rex stuff I don't want to get into. Just two things. First, what? And second, no.
Why? Meghan, mommy Meghan, I need some lavender scented lotion.
No, Elizabeth Arden cream, please. It's a classic.
Holy crap!
No,
oh my!
It's Elizabeth Arden Podger cream.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It says it right down the bottle.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm too sober for this talk again.
She's so funny because in her Netflix documentary, she said that it was the royal family that forced her to put the same outfit as Diana. Correct. But now she's literally, oh my God, I can't deal with that woman.
Excuse me? Now she's like, oh, well, I'm doing okay. What? Did she get into the habit of it? Is it now that she's
That's what we all want. We want her to get into a habit.
Oh. No, get into the habit of
chat was reminding me I'm supposed to be excited to tell you something.
Supposed to be?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to. You're supposed to be excited? Okay.
No, I got excited, and then you went just as you were leaving, and then you kind of came back, and then you stood up again, and I said, okay, I have to remember to be excited.
You have to be excited that she's back.
Last weekend, I heard my first A up in the wild. I was excited.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, but unlike you, this guy would pretty much say it after about every second sentence. So.
Do you know what? Point? The influence of Yorkshire is spreading worldwide. I'll take it. Was this in South Korea by any chance?
Yeah.
Really?
And I kind of freaked him out because I said, "You're from Yorkshire, aren't you?"
And what did he say?
he kind of got stunned and said, yeah, I got friends. I've got friends.
He's probably like trying to back away politely. How do you know this?
but it was almost over because he'd be like, hey, up the light's gonna change. Hey, up, it'd just be like it was constantly coming. I'm like, wow.
Well, it does have a couple of uses. I use it as a greeting, which is one of like the more common ways of doing it. But he is using it in another correct way, which is like, look over here.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. But instead of saying, look over here, this is what's happening, he's like shortening it to, hey up, it's light. Hey up, it's dark. Hey up. Is a sold out royal cookbook that someone in the chat's just won kind of thing, like it's hey up, here are these 2 Double Trouble royal goodies that are currently up on the raffle with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. So donate $10 or more and you're in with a chance of winning both these. He's using it in the right way.
Like jamming too.
Continue the song.
Do you know what? The corgi is jamming to all of this right now.
Oh, there you go. That was good.
There you go.
So should we call now Meghan Markle Princess Diana?
Dear God, no! Please, no! The weirdness of that in and of itself, the fact that this is coming out in a story is already bad enough. Don't feed into it. The last thing you want for her is to, well, depending on how you feel. I maybe I shouldn't finish that sentence because like Steph knows I could be supremely inappropriate when it comes.
It's where the accent
on our
lies.
channel. Maybe I shouldn't finish the sentence.
Is it Diana or Diana? It depends.
I can see. Imagine that she comes tomorrow with her hair dyed blonde. What happens there?
Run like the wind. Run like the wind. Oh my God. There's
then, yeah. You know what? Can you imagine that? Because she's gonna be like asking Elton John to actually sing "Candle in the Wind." Like,
oh my lordy, I can't handle that level of crazy. I've dated crazy chicks in my time. Like I mentioned earlier, when I was on with Jose, like you go to any convention like we cover on our channel, you see plenty of folks in cosplay, but when you get to know some of them after a while, you're like, oh my God, these people are out of their minds.
Yeah. They're not.
Of course, they're my people and I love them to death.
Certifiable. Nuts.
But it's not as if I would want to it's not as if I would want to play matchmaker for them because you never know what will happen. Maybe coming out with maybe they'll be coming out with a sharpened crochet needle or something. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to react.
I know.
The fact that this is all coming out public, it's already bad enough as it is. Holy.
But you know, I have to say this. I'm not trying to put you guys down, but you guys are like a lot younger than I am. And
I doubt that.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I am way older than I look.
I remember when they got married, Charles and Diana, and I remember when they had their kids. That's how old I am. I'm almost 60. So
me too.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
well,
69.
You
no way.
No way.
69 or 59?
I was born in 69, so I'm 55.
Okay.
56,
yeah,
55.
I was going to say, dude, you do not look like 69.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
You know what?
If you were, I'd be like, okay, what's your secret? And I need to know right now.
Yeah.
Right?
These kids are like my kids. And I'll never forget ever in my entire life, my son, Michael, who was about, it was 1997. So he was 2 years old. And then he comes running upstairs from the house because the TV was in the basement. He comes up and he goes, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. I'm like, what? And he goes, Princess Di. Princess Di. And I was like, what? So this is 5:30 in the morning. And so he's holding my hand downstairs to go to the TV. Sure enough, it was true. And it was just, wow. Brutal.
Well, guys, just to interject, last 30 seconds to get in on the last raffle for this particular stream. Yes, guys, it's a double trouble. The corgi is a jamming right now. Oh, yes. Who wants to get their hands on the Windsor Castle Queen's Corgi and the King's Jam? $10 or more gets you in on this raffle. 10 seconds left. A lot of you guys have been fighting for these two. So who is going to win? 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Who is going to win? Let's have a looky loo. Whoa. Okay. Someone's gone a little bit Harry Potter here. He who must not be named.
No.
Really? Holy cow. Well, I'm glad that he managed to find work after the film franchise wrapped up. I'm glad that he's I guess we could say he's reformed a little, and now he's donating to charity, considering he spent most of his time as a psychotic mass unaliver of wizards. So yay, I guess.
No. Well, no.
No? Are we sure? He's donating to charity now. He got the jam.
He has some evil plan. Stop it.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna turn the jam into a Horcrux. The only way to destroy it is to
Exactly. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Well, guys, on that bombshell, congratulations to he who must not be named, who won the double trouble raffle towards the end of this live stream. Guys, I've got quite a number. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 more royal goodies to actually raffle off. The thing is, though, now it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So what I'm going to do is...
Don't forget.
Sorry, what was that, Maggie?
The crown jewel, the t-shirt.
Yeah, we've got the t-shirt as well. So thing, right, Andrea, I'm going to talk to you afterwards on Twitter, and we're going to organise being able to raffle that off as well.
Yes, all I want is so they have to give me the size, and I have the transfer. So, I want a donation of at least $50, and I'll make sure they get top notch.
Nice.
That's it.
All right. Well, guys, stay tuned for next Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. There'll be a part 2 for this charity stream, so we can raffle off the rest of the royal goodies for you. My goodness, thank you so much. We have ended part 1 at $1,764.30 to the survivors trust. My goodness, thank you so much for all your support, you guys. It's absolutely amazing. Anyone that wants to still donate, you can do so. The link is pinned right at the top of the live chat. I'll also make sure it's in the description bar below. The Survivors Trust is a UK-based organisation. It provides support and resources for survivors of sexual violence to help them heal and rebuild their lives. 100% of your donation goes to this charity, thanks to Streamlabs Charity, and the money goes directly to their account as well. So I quite rightly do not see a penny, cent, dollar, nada. I don't need to. It goes directly to charity. Do not pass go. Done and dusted. So thank you to everyone so far that supported this, whether you donated, you tuned in, you shared the link. You guys are freaking amazing. A couple of last minute thanks for those that have donated. My goodness, you have been absolutely generous in your support. So we've got Lizzie B donating for a good cause. Thank you. NPNG, hey up Steph, running a 1-day promotion on Twitter X for this as a starter to boost it a bit more. Thank you so much. Not Quite Royal, thank you for your donation. So proud of you for what you're doing to help these women, Steph. Thank you. But it's not just women that are affected, it is men too, guys. Sherry A, Lady Tammy, Ms. M, Sherry A again. Shaz, thank you so much for your donation, saying Fairy Gem Tubes is me, Steph. Thanks for a fantastic night. Well, congratulations on winning the Royal Cookbook, Shaz. I'll just put your name in there on my list. Thanks for letting me know it's you.
Photos of recipes.
Huh?
No, I was joking. I was saying, like, she can email me some photos of recipes after you get the cookbook.
There we go. Kate, thank you so much for another donation. Lisa Boo, thank you for your donation, saying love you, Steph. Thank you from one survivor to another. You're very welcome. We all have to stick together and support each other. And my goodness, he who must not be named, whoever you are, what a outstanding, very, very generous donation that you made. Very, very well deserved of the double trouble prize there. But yeah, guys, that is it for part 1 of the charity stream. Part 2 will be going live for the Royal Clubhouse charity stream next Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. I hope you all join me then. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. But I'm going to bed now.
Please.
I am knackered, cream crackered.
Thank you, Steph,
for
having me.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I was just about to say, but last but not least, thanks to all my guests, all my friends that have jumped on. If you guys want to jump on next Friday, you're free to do so. I'll speak to you guys afterwards. But yeah, thank you, everyone, for your support. Appreciate your faces. Guys in Zoom, stay where you are. I'll chat to you in a moment. But for everyone else, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Good night. I am knackered, cream crackered. I am done.
done?
Just one moment.